Good evening. This is gonna be a quick live. Um, pardon me. This is a live, just a quick live to rebut some things that the Miss Evangelist Val said. First of all, Val insulted me. She insulted me, number one, by talking about my cats. But then she cleaned it up. Then Val said I was a troll. I'm not a troll. I don't even know how to troll. I don't even have a second troll page. So, but other than that, I had a really beautiful evening at Evangelist Val on her live this evening. It was beautiful. It was very inspirational, and she makes a lot of good points. And they're grown, and they're grown people, real people points. And I really appreciate, hearing her speak the word. Um, Val has prayed with me through some things, and Val has pulled my coattail or my slip or my skirt or whatever they call it. She has pulled that also. But this evening was really beautiful. And, a lot of just wonderful people were in there listening, praising, giving feedback. And that's a good thing because it's a lot of craziness going on. But guess what? Just to piggyback off of what Val was saying, we don't have to be crazy. We don't, keeping things classy is always, to me, paramount. And I appreciated this evening's, I don't know what you would call it, a talk or what. I have a very few finite group of people that I talk to, and she's one of them. Val is one of them. And like I said before, we don't sit and talk about YouTube stuff. But she told me something one day, and it still rings in my head now. And it was about things coming to you. And it's like we talked about it, and literally, like a week after, because I told her, I was like, oh, I'm worried about this. And she was like, you know what? She's like, something telling me that something good gonna come to you. And I was just like, what? Literally a week after she and I had this discussion, I got a phone call that I was just like, one of those phone calls, a good phone call that literally takes your breath away. And I was like, okay, finish up the phone call and because they called on my house phone. And I hung the phone up and I was sitting in my room when I initially took the phone call. And I was like, it made the hair stand up on my arms. And I don't even have hair on my arms like that. And before I could, like, I was so spooked mm, because Val and I had literally, she's like, some good gonna happen. And I'm used to my life being some good shit happen, then some bad shit happen, then some good shit happen, then some bad shit happen. And when she told me that, I was just like, yeah, we'll see. Because I am optimist, but I'm also very pessimistic about so many things. So after I got this phone call, and this is like literally a true story. When I got this phone call and I got off the phone, I was literally just laying in my bed having my coffee, and phone rang. I was like, "What? Are you serious?" No. I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So when I got off the phone, I literally called Val. I didn't even call my husband first. I literally called Val and I was like, "Yo, you remember like last week you were saying some good shit might happen for me? You feel like something good's gonna happen?" She was like, "Yeah." And I told her, I was like, "Yeah, something crazy just happened." She's like, "Well, what?" And I told her, and the phone was dead silent. I'm like, "Hello?" She's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, there are certain people that I feel like just have certain things and discernment, or they might feel different. You know, it's like I can wake up and be like, I know today is going to be a good day, you know, just like Ice Cube said. And then there's some days I wake up and I be like, something ain't sitting right about today. But when I wake up and I'm having a good day, and then someone says, yeah, some, girl, just sit back, watch God work. I think something really, really big is gonna happen for you. I was like, girl, well, shit, we'll see, you know. And literally 1 week to the day that she and I had that conversation, I got that phone call. I was floored, and it takes a lot to floor me. Like I had to just sit there and absorb what I heard, and then talk to myself because I was literally talking to myself, like, yo, this ain't real. Can y'all excuse me for 1 minute? My cat, watch my cat. Sorry. Hey, Val. Um, I was just talking about you, and I was talking about how we had a conversation one day about what, maybe a month ago, and you we were just talking, nothing bad, and I was just like, we having our regular banter, and you're like, I just feel like something's really gonna happen, something good. And literally a week later, I got that phone call and I called you like, you will never believe what happened. Sometimes other people can have or feel faith or things that you can't feel. And I was saying that before I could even call my husband, I called you because you were actually the one who had said, and you didn't say it all creepy. You're like, "Yeah, this think something really good's gonna happen." And I didn't say, well, why you say that? Because you know I'm real good about why you say that. I didn't even ask that. I just said, girl, we'll see shit. I see. And it happened. I am the type of person who I have been down. And there was a time that I didn't pray daily because a lot of people probably be like, Roxanne doesn't pray. She just doesn't look like the type who prays. People really do say dumb shit like that. I used to say dumb shit like that. But when I started incorporating prayer into my life and just being thankful, things started happening. Even more so within the past like 3 months. You know, um, things can be crazy, but the one thing I am is grateful. Very great. Don't touch me. Um, very grateful. I did say that you said I was a troll. Um, but this evening in your chat, it was really beautiful. I had a beautiful time. We talk and we laugh, and I think that the blessing that has been bestowed on me, and I told you, I'm like, yo, I'm scared. And you were like, don't be scared. And I was like, I am fucking terrified. And you talked me out of the terror. But what you also helped me with was movement. You know, my movement is really fluid when it comes down to, what I have to do and what I'm not really dealing with it. The attorneys are dealing with it. It's very interesting. But I don't trip because I just I just pray on things. Some days I just sitting here, the sun rises in the east, I'm facing east, and it sets in the west. And some mornings I might get up to go to the bathroom and I can't go back to sleep. And I'm sitting here with a coffee and I just think and ask God for, and I don't be asking him for nothing crazy. Some people be like, I want a new house. And I just feel like I don't want to ask him for things like that. I just feel like, I don't know. Y'all know I be feeling like things be tacky. I just ask him to me for the things that mean the most to me, which is protecting my children, keeping my children covered in his blood and keeping them safe, keeping my husband out of harm because he has a crazy job, you know, keeping my mama and my sisters safe and covered, my family, my good girlfriends. And I pray for other people. I pray for people that I don't like. You know, I've always felt like praying for people that you don't like, that's what separates the pros from the amateurs. Because when you could do that, you could move mountains. It's very hard for people to pray for people that they're not fond of. You know, I didn't like Trump. I prayed for him that he would have some sort of understanding and clarity. As we see, it didn't work. Or it might have, we just don't see it. Because sometimes things that you pray for aren't for everyone to see. Sometimes it's for someone's internal. It's for them to get it together, but you were very right, Val, and it was just really cool. Just a cool evening at your house, you know. I was like, let me charge my phone up and whatnot. And, I seen that you had posted, earlier that this was gonna, what you were gonna be talking about. And I really didn't understand. But once you start talking, um, there's always a sense of clarity. And you do offer that. And I don't think you understand. There will be naysayers and things like that. But like I always tell people talked about Jesus Christ. You don't get no bigger than him. I try to get to these points where I'm just like, you know, you talk about Jesus, you talk about me, and I'm not bigger than him. So some things you just got to be a duck in water. Duck be in water, get out, he still look dry. Stay uniquely exactly who you are, Valerie. Yeah, I said your name like that, Valerie. Shit. But this evening was really, really good. You know, I needed to hear that. I really did because I'm up against some heavy hitting beats. They come in different, but when you surround yourself with goodness, hey Neek, what's up? You braiding hair? Oh, girl, I wish I knew how to braid hair. I wouldn't even know how to braid hair if I didn't have nails. But when you surround yourself with like good people, you know, I really feel like good things happen for you. And um, you got me to a point now with the things that I'm dealing with that I'm not um I'm not scared. Cause that day you remember I was all happy and shit. And then like a reality set in and then I was crying on the phone. I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with this is crazy and I don't want nobody doing this. Hold on. Okay. That's for you, Val, if you have a minute. You really like recentered me because our phone call started off like I'm in this motherfucker dancing. And then I started getting scared. And I'm like, hell, this could be a gift and a curse, and I'm looking at all the points, whereas like not the good in it, because my brain wasn't clicking there. And you like pump the brakes. You gotta think about this. And then you say you wanted to do X, Y, and Z, and now you can. And I was just like, yeah, yeah. I don't be on my phone with a lot of people in the course of a day. Um, but the people that I want to speak with, there's a tiny Red one at the bottom. Oh, it's Val. Head to stage. Hi, Val.
Hi.
I'm a little
What are
mad
you
at you.
What are you doing, loser? Hey.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What are you
You know,
doing?
a bitch go get her hair done and just wanna act brand new.
What are you
And I
doing?
seen you, I seen you, I was there. You know, you're sitting there on your live with the fan blowing.
Okay.
For somebody who don't like Beyonce, you was sure letting your shit blow like
I was
hers.
like, in case they be trying to figure out if I got a hair hat on, child.
No,
Let
that's
them
your
see.
hair. You ain't got a hair hat on today.
No,
It
ma'am,
look good
child.
though.
Thank you.
You gonna
Girl.
wrap it up.
Yeah. For
When'd
probably
you
for a
get your
week.
hair done, Val?
Yesterday,
When?
last night.
After we talked?
Yeah, my sister do it.
Okay, that's when your sister called you. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks pretty
Mhm.
though.
Thank you. She just stretch, blow it out and then straighten it with the
It look
hot.
good.
Thank you. I ain't had nothing done to my, I ain't like had like what's it called? Um, putting like, well, I think the last thing I had done to my hair before I started getting like braids and wearing wigs and stuff was I had a perm in 1999, 2001. Last time I
I
got a perm.
was using creamy crack a long time ago. Well, not a
Creamy
super
crack.
long time ago, because I had to work my way out of using creamy crack. Cause
Yeah.
but it's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. And I stopped all them years ago because I started getting um just that's kind of when I started figuring I had lupus. I started getting sores in my head real bad. So I
Ooh,
went to micro braids is what I started getting. But that was pulling
okay.
out my edges out. So I did that for about 6 years. I was pulling my edges out. So then we started wearing a weave. That's when everybody was just putting in the what's that called?
Quick weave.
Yeah, like quick weaves and then putting in the tracks. Start putting the tracks
Okay.
in and stuff. Yeah. So I just been taking care of
And,
it.
menopause. My hair's never been thick.
Yeah,
I have
mine don't have
pretty
thick
hair.
hair.
I have pretty hair, but it's thin. But I
Yeah.
think
I have.
menopause affected my edges.
Oh, for real?
Girl, they struggling. They struggling. And that's why I'm trying to, I went and bought my new hair weave. You remember I told you I got it colored brown, like a
Yeah.
crayon. I'm trying to give my own hair a rest, and be oiling. But girl, if that shit don't come back, it just don't come back. Hell, I'm 52 years old.
Okay. I know that's right.
That's why they make hair hats.
Okay. That's
Because
how I feel.
somewhere
I'm
there's a
gonna let mine
bald bitch
breathe for a
out
little
here in the
while.
world, bald head. Not because
Okay.
she
Don't feel nothing.
got
Look at Jada. Look at Jada. She out here ruining her whole life, bald headed.
oh, girl, and she bald headed and ruin it. How you bald headed and you ruin it?
Bald
Hey,
headed,
Derek,
ruining her whole life.
girl, the
I
girl
said,
just
she wait?
the girl
Why she
crazy.
why she wait all these years to throw her life into the trash can?
Girl, look, I'm gonna tell you some Val.
Tell me, cause I right now I
Girl,
can't stand her.
girl, I just wanna just grab it. And I'm short, and I think she probably a little bit shorter than me, or we are either the
She's
same height.
yeah, I think she's shorter
But
than
the
me.
but the motherfucker looks strong. So I don't know how a fight would work with me and her. She was in she looked like just she work out too much. But
You think so?
the bottom line, Val, is she never should have married.
Right, right. And then her and her mama said that she didn't want to get married, and I'm like,
She shouldn't have listened to her mama about
right,
that because she the one that gotta live with her.
exactly.
He was not her cup of tea.
Now that she was dating
And
Tupac.
no, but see, he went, Tupac was her cup of tea, but I just feel like, you know, Will Smith wasn't her speed.
Right.
This woman was from Baltimore.
She
She
said she
grew
was
up
a drug dealer.
well. I mean, I don't know about all that. I'm gonna have to listen to her book. You know, I got one more credit on my Audible, so I
All
probably
right,
listen to her.
girl.
Yeah, you know, I use my other ones to get my other books. But
Yeah.
you know, I just feel like sometimes um, th- my hairstyle, baby Derek, I got on a bonnet, honey. This is a bonnet.
Okay.
Derek
He's
said
like,
my hair. He said my hairstyle is gorgeous. Thank you.
it is.
That just made my day. But
It's
this
beautiful.
is a bonnet. Okay, this is my head cover. Um, but damn, thank you, Derek. You just made me feel really good. Look, the whole bonnet around this motherfucker looking beautiful in a bonnet. But thank you, thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, she shouldn't, she shouldn't have married him.
Right.
She she shouldn't have married him. You know, and I think her mother. That's the same way. Okay, you got sons. I
Right.
got the two girls, but I got boys. In the
Right.
same way, if your daughter met a guy and he was a good young man and he was a doctor, he was a thoracic surgeon or he was an anesthesiologist,
Right.
but she really liked Tyrone.
Okay.
No, matter of fact, let's just say Jaquan. She really
Oh,
liked
not
Jaquan.
Jaquan, child.
Would you look at what Jaquan's earning potential is, and then you look at what the anesthesiologist's earning potential is.
And then I take Jaquan down to the Louisiana
So
to the farm.
as this girl's mother, as a lot of mothers would do, and it's selfish, they will want her to go with the doctor dude and not Jaquan.
So you think
Because
Tupac was making a what I don't know. Tupac seemed like he's been making a lot of money now.
he was making money, but
Not Will Smith money.
he wasn't making Will Smith money. And not only that, it was maybe too much hood shit attached to him. And
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to be able to elevate past the hood shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I earlier today, I had watched another content creator, um, SDW, and he was speaking on Jada and Will. And he made some very, very valid points,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But the one point that was made was she shouldn't have married him to begin with.
Derek said Jada was gonna marry Tupac before Will. Yeah, they dated.
Well, she says that he was going to marry her. Now, this is what I learned from SDW show.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that Tupac had been dating Quincy Jones's daughter, Kadida. Okay,
Uh-huh. Right.
but shit, he's supposed to try to holler at Aaliyah too. You
Right.
know, he was still a young man in his prime, and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of women liked him.
Right.
You know, would it have lasted with him and her? Probably not,
Right.
because she would have got sick of it and left.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. But the
Yeah.
bottom line is she shouldn't have married him. Her heart wasn't there. You know, her heart wasn't there.
Right.
You know, I think they might have been enamored with each other in the beginning.
Yeah.
But as she got to know him, she didn't really want to be with him.
Yeah.
Some people aren't your speed in life.
Yeah.
She had been in some movies and whatnot, but you know,
And I
she's been in
think
some
that was
good.
some of it too. I think she realized at some point she was never gonna be. She wanted to be okay. She was an actress, right? But she was never gonna be his level of acting. You know what I mean? And so she kind of fell to like almost like B level compared to him for a while.
Well,
So
she was in Minister Society. That's a hood classic. She was in
mhm,
Set It Off. That's a hood classic. She was in that movie Woo. That's another hood classic.
that's
And
all
she
before him.
then when she got with him, she was in that movie with
Now
Tom
what she had?
Cruise, Tom
Well,
Cruise, Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was a cab driver, and
oh, what
Tom
was that
Cruise,
movie?
I forgot the name of it. Tom Cruise was and I mean, you're in a movie with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. You know,
What movie
Tom
was
Cruise.
that?
I forgot the name of it, but Tom Cruise was
Read Nick Q's comment.
okay. Hold on, I don't believe Jada. Okay, they were friends. Yes, they never they never slept together. I think Pac loved her. Jada seems to be over exaggerating and never got over him. And you know what, Nick? I believe that too. But I don't know. I feel like you don't act like that over no man and he ain't put it in you. What I think is he put it in her once and he never did it again. And she didn't act right after he dropped that thing on her. You know, that's just my personal opinion. But he's not here to
Right.
refute that he asked her to marry him. So
Right.
like what do we think? I just my whole thing is they Will and Jada married. That shit really between them, and the only reason why we know anything about it is because they done told us.
Right. But see, Nika said everything I said. Will elevated and Jada was doing okay until she slept with Mark Anthony and ruined J Lo's marriage. Jada swears they didn't bump. See, Jada was a hoe. All right.
Okay, look, the thing about that is I don't Jada and Mark Anthony, they was on that show together.
Uh
You know
huh.
what I mean? And shit, if they did it, they did it. But guess what? J Lo's marriage ended over a fuck. Will and Jada's ain't ended. You know.
Yeah, of course they gonna stay
Okay.
married.
She's
I,
Jada said her and Tupac didn't bump. I don't believe that.
nah, I believe it.
Take it.
It ain't no way. It ain't no way she's that. Wait, hold on, y'all. Why was that? Why in the world was it's cheaper to keep her? She's cheap for sure. Why is it? Why was she even in the Tupac movie? Do y'all remember that? Did y'all watch the movie? And they had that girl playing her, and they had a whole scene where her and Tupac are together, and she's telling him to go on with his life, and you should go ahead and go back to wherever the hell. And I was like, why is this a Jada Pinkett scene? Did y'all see that? It's the
No.
Tupac movie. Whatever the Tupac movie was, it came out a couple of years ago. It's a Jada Pinkett scene. And I'm like, who did this? Who wrote this bullcrap?
I don't know, because they going off of probably her accounts and other people's accounts of things. But I promise you, Tupac hit that.
Yeah, I believe it too. It was too easy
He
to
hit
do it.
that. Don't don't
Yeah.
don't don't no woman act like that. Um Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. and he ain't put one in her real quick. That's where the problem came in. He probably did it with her and then didn't do it again because he got caught up in his own life,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, I think they did it, and maybe he was her person. He was her person, but she might not have been his person,
Right.
you know. Um, and none of us wouldn't have known. But see, what's crazy is the people in Hollywood knew they weren't together. This wasn't shocking to them because allegedly, when Chris Rock found out that they had separated, he asked to take Jada out for dinner.
Oh.
He asked to take Jada out for dinner. See, like within the in crowd, those people knew
Uh-huh.
they move around the same crowds.
Right.
You know, they knew she was probably chopping August down.
Uh-huh.
You know, they were showing up on red carpets and everything together. You know, but if you read Will Smith's book, he had been out here. You know,
Uh-huh. Well,
can
but I think the thing with Will is,
you
I
hold
think,
it down for a minute? Can you hold it down for
yeah,
a minute, sis, please?
yeah.
Thank you.
I think the thing with Will is I think people like gave Will a pass for some reason, whatever. But then I think the thing that's supposed to be so taboo with Will is if he's gay or not. I think that's what people are like really trying to figure out. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's weird to just both of them to be putting their business out here, and like people thought y'all had this wonderful marriage, so let people keep thinking it. Yeah, why do this? It's just strange to me. Right, Nick. Imagine telling your kids, telling your husband that you're in love with a dead man. Right. And then you have your daughter write a letter to Tupac saying you wish Tupac was your dad. Like that, it's weird. It's like, I don't know. I feel like Jada's a narcissist, but I also feel like it's something off about her. Derek said, yeah, they messed up Biggie's life. They messed up Biggie's life with him and Faith.
That's a different story for another day. And I would not speak. Actually, it's not even a different story. I will never speak on that. Never.
Nick said people's relationship goals. I tried to, yeah, people thought, oh, they wanted to have a relationship uh them. You know, they had this wonderful Hollywood relationship that just lasted and lasted and lasted, and now come to find out it wasn't even no real relationship.
But you know what? It was a real relationship. It's
Oh
just
Lord.
not the relationship we thought it was.
But why did they just keep that to themselves? If you done lied about it all this time for 30 years, why do we
Keep
like
lying.
why
Well, my personal opinion, she mad about something.
she ain't the
Whatever
man?
she, girl, it would cause a shitstorm. It's an arrangement. Okay. Neat, can you like expand like maybe they made a pact with each other, like no matter what the fuck happens,
He must
we
be
ain't
got
divorcing. You go do you, I'll do me. Cause that big ass house,
maybe
they
Will is
probably
right. Maybe she's keeping his secret, and there's not like, and he because today or yesterday when they showed her receive her books, the printed books at the house, it was Will, Jada, Willow, the oldest son, and the mama. And the oldest son and Will was more happy that she got the book. They was cheering and clapping, and I'm like, what? This is weird. Like, why are they so happy that the book is
right,
there?
and
No,
that's the whole thing. These are children who were born into an excessive amount of money. You understand what I'm saying? You
I
know,
get it.
they don't call it Holly weird for nothing.
Right.
You know, I feel like regardless of what Will and Jada are going through, those two probably are each other's touchstones in a way that normal motherfuckers just would not understand.
Right.
You know, if anything happens to Will today or Jada today, they get each other's shit.
Right. Right.
You know, that's just like a lot of people um, didn't know that Danny DeVito and his wife, Rita Perlman,
Yeah.
who have been married since probably the 80s,
Yeah.
you know,
Right before that.
they are separated and have been separated for God knows how long. They live
Huh.
in two separate houses. They are still legally married, but they are separated.
Huh.
Why? Because they got business shit tied up. When
Right.
you get into that amount of money and whatnot, if you don't want to have to give a motherfucker half,
Yeah.
especially when, well, like on Will Smith and Jada's case, he brought in the majority of that money,
Yeah.
probably 85%, and then the rest she brought in. But with Danny DeVito and his wife, and they went into a lot of business ventures together. Like they have like a lot of production companies. They have a film festival, and it's theirs. So
Right.
to do the division of it, you might have to liquidate your company to pay this person to pay the other spouse. So why not just stay married? That's a
Right.
business. That was a business on their stuff. I don't know what it was with Will and her. Can you read Neek's,
Oh
please?
yeah. Go back to the comments. Um.
Thank you.
they They stayed married and do them. Will has been living separate for quite a while and dating. He makes his folks sign NDAs. They meet up for family trips and engagements to make it look like they're the Cosby's.
But you know what? There was this movie, and I think I told you about that. This movie called Focus or
Yeah, they
Force,
said he was dating that white lady.
and that girl Margot Robbie.
Uh-huh.
They said he was like in real life, like in love with her,
Yeah.
but he wasn't gonna leave Jada, and
So
she's a pretty.
where did the gay rumors come from?
I don't know because I never heard anything like that.
Supposedly
Like I've never heard anything like that.
Him and Dwayne Martin have been together since him and Jada did that show. Remember that show they did about supposed to be about their family? Um,
Now I heard about that, but you know
Lisa
what?
Ray and Lisa Ray and Dwayne Martin and
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
yeah, they said that.
You know, I'm only gonna believe half of what I see and half of what the fuck I hear.
Right.
You know, I don't know what if maybe him and Dwayne are just so close. People maybe thought they was gay. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
and I'm not gonna speculate.
Yeah,
He might just be a regular heterosexual man, and that's his motherfucking best friend in the world. His best friends out here who will.
I agree with Nick. Said she is financially taken care of and the kids are good. Jaden left when he was 16. Yeah, when that boy left at 16, I was like, they got a dysfunctional ass family because it ain't no way a 16-year-old moves out and buys a house not too far from their own, but he needs to live on his own. I think his home was like $1.5 million or something. But yeah, he was like, I gotta go at 16. Nick said,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
I don't know.
15 now. You better go sit your ass down.
Right, exactly.
you know.
And they didn't have a
But
problem with it. They didn't have a problem with him leaving. So that goes to tell
that's
you
that's strange too.
they was seeing some weird. Them kids was witnessing some weird stuff.
I don't want my kids to walk to McDonald's by themselves,
Okay, and my
let
kids,
alone go buy $1 million house and live by yourself.
girl, my
I
kids
would
be like,
be worried.
they going to the store. I'm like, I can take you.
Like, I don't want to be here. I want to move. You better move your motherfucking ass to the basement.
Okay,
The
yeah,
fuck you
that
talking about?
whole basement
You,
down there for
you
you. A
16
whole
years old.
it's a whole. As a matter of fact, you can just. How about you lay on my floor and shut the hell up? How about you do that? Nick says
Come on.
swinging rumors and Dwayne Martin has been the rumors for years. Part of the reason it was alleged to be canceled. Yep, that's what I heard.
What, the show was canceled because of
Uh-huh.
swingers parties?
Yeah, and that's why what you call it broke Dwayne Martin and what's her name? Tisha.
Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, broke up.
Girl, I don't know. But you know what? If he was gay, I wouldn't give a shit.
I mean, I don't need. I ain't sleeping with him.
Right.
I
You
mean, it
know?
bothered me a little bit because I kind of used to have a crush on Will, but I guess not.
Wait, hold on. Will Will told Jada to sign. I think it was around the time August was busting his mama. Oh, so he wanted to move out because August was
Oh,
busting
because
down with his mama.
friends. That how do you know how that affected that boy?
But you know what? If that was the case, why didn't she just go get a love shack in
Yeah,
Hollywood where
well,
him and
only
her
thing
could
the
link
boy
up?
said, they said he said on somebody's show. They asked him how did he find out that the boy was sleeping with his mama. He said he came downstairs and the boy was in the kitchen in a towel getting eggs out, making a plate with eggs in the kitchen with a towel wrapped around him or something.
Oh, so he baby boyed him. He Ving Rhames him.
Girl, my son would have ran up them steps and be like, "Mama, mama, you better
He's
get
from
your ass up."
Minneapolis because there's a lot going on. Oh, Neek said no. The show was canceled.
Lisa Ray said because of a lot going on, she would speak on it.
She wouldn't speak on it.
Girl, my son seen one of his friends. Boy, them boys that had me tied up and in the basement my damn self. They'd be like,
And beat
"Mama,
him, whoop his ass.
okay." One of their friends in the kitchen with a towel on. Shit. Girl, that choked me up.
Those big old sons of yours, they be like, and you don't even have cursing children. Grab that motherfucker.
Okay, girl, they'd be cursing children that day. They'd
They
have
tied him up. They would have tied him up with the towel that he had on
tied him up, strung him up in the backyard, beating him like a pinata.
and let the
Uh-uh.
dog bite him
They
too.
gave him to the dog. Mm-mm. Would
What you do?
nobody heard about that.
What you doing? Like, what you doing? But I ain't even gonna lie to you. I always thought Will Smith was a decent looking dude, right?
Right.
And then, girl, that motherfucker did Ali.
I know.
Baby. Mm.
Oh no.
I was like, well, damn, Will. Well,
See, that's
hello.
how it was with Denzel but then Denzel did Malcolm X. And I was like, go ahead, Malcolm.
Denzel always has been a handsome man.
Yes.
You know,
He's
girl,
handsome.
we going to show our age. Girl, you remember he was on Saint Elsewhere?
Yeah. Oh my God. With his little cute self.
Girl, Denzel just been fine forever.
Forever.
But I look at Denzel like he my older brother. So
That's your
I
brother.
always thought he was handsome. I never had those thoughts, those
Oh.
impure thoughts in my
Well, I'm
head.
glad that's your brother, child. Give him my number.
Girl, if it was that easy, Val, I would have been like, call my sister.
I know. I told you to tell Method Man to call me. I was gonna send my husband out of town. Oh, never mind.
Girl, I gave my pass to my girlfriend, and
Oh,
she
you
was
did
back
tell me that.
there, and she was like, if you come, she was like, girl, I don't even know how to repay you. She was like, if you come to my bar, You can have, she was like, you can drink whatever you want, anytime you want.
Because
She
she was
said she
hanging
had a
out with
good
Method
time.
Man.
But you know what? Like
I don't want to hear this.
Meth is handsome, but since he started working out, he more handsome.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But you know, sometimes men, sometimes it take longer for men to come into their grown man.
Right. Yeah.
You
It
know what I
does.
mean? Meth came into his
Mhm.
grown man really well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
this picture over here, he wasn't that size.
Yeah.
He don't look like that. You know, he go to the gym and probably eat healthy. You know, because he knew how old he was. He's like,
Yeah.
I
Men
gotta,
can be
you know,
awkward for a while. Hmm.
but but when I seen Will Smith and Ali, I was like, oh, and, you know, I was like, Will, and then I was like, he looked good, and then he was in that movie, I'm Legend.
Yeah.
And he was
He
in
looked
that
good in
house
that.
by himself and he was working out. Girl, Will Smith had his shirt off and they had him doing those, those pull ups and you could see all the muscular structures in
Oh,
his back.
Lord.
I was like,
We lost
Will Smith,
Roxanne.
I was like, I'm not trying to like you.
Now I'm
I'm
not
not.
trying to like you.
Nah, because there be certain actors and shit. I just be like, I don't want to like you.
Why? Why you didn't want to like him?
Because I just don't want to like them, Val. And I would like for you to
Why?
respect that. I don't know.
I want
And
to
see,
know
I
why you
see,
don't want to like him, though.
you're not going to respect it.
I
Okay.
respect it after you tell me why.
Because I didn't like them like that at first.
Why?
It's like because I just wasn't. I didn't think about them like that. It's like Wesley
Lord.
Snipes. I just
Oh,
I
Wesley ain't
just
never
like
been cute to me.
I just like Wesley Snipes because he was Nino Brown, and
Yeah, that was it.
he was
That was it.
he was in the I'm Bad video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But then when Wesley Snipes started playing Blade, oh, I was like, oh,
Wesley ain't
Wesley.
cute. Mm-mm.
And
No.
baby, and you know when I really fell in love with Wesley,
When? Too on
he
food.
did this wrong food this, Val.
Too on
Nah,
food.
girl.
You was
He
like, now
did
that's my boo.
fuck you. He
Too
did
on food.
that movie Sugar Hill.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he
You
looked
just
so
like
good in
you
that
a
movie.
thug. You just like you a
Girl,
good old thug,
he
child.
was thugged out in good suits and cashmere
God,
coats.
no.
I was like, oh, because that was
Mm.
different than him being a dope dealer in New Jack City. Because New Jack City was, shiny suits and shit, and.
Lord
But
have
Sugar
mercy.
Hill, he was refined, and the suits laid nice on him, girl. I was like, and that's when I started liking Wesley. I didn't like Wesley before,
Oh my
not
God.
like that, But you like Denzel. That's what my grandmother used to call Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel. Oh, no, you
Denzel.
didn't. No, you didn't. Oh, yes, yes, yes. But Will, and I like Jada Pinkett, but I didn't like her. And I'm gonna tell you when I didn't like
I
her.
ain't never
When
really
she,
cared for her.
when she was on a different, I liked her in I liked her in what's that? What's that? What's that? Help me.
I don't know
Set
what
it
you're
off.
talking.
I liked her and set it
Oh,
off.
Nick, that's
Eh,
my girl. I told my husband we gotta talk about that one.
Ghost.
Yes, child. You know how I feel about ghosts.
Y'all know it's two of them, right?
What you mean? It's two of them.
He got a brother.
No, he don't.
Yes, he do. Who look
Are they
just like
twins?
him. I don't know, but I get when I tell you his brother finer than him, baby.
Shut
His
up,
girl. I'm not lying to you. Look at my face,
girl.
honey.
Shut up.
Girl, you better Google it. His brother is finer than wet cat hair, baby.
Why you say finer than wet cat hair? That made my face turn real ugly. I know wet cat hair
Because
just
when
don't
if a
sound good.
cat get wet, they very slick.
Yeah. L.
Girl, his
L.
brother fine. His brother
Oh.
cuter than him.
Mm-mm. Oh.
But I don't know if he tall or not.
Right. I didn't know
You
he
know,
had a
he
brother.
girl got a fine ass brother.
Mm-mm.
But you know who I think is very you gonna have to look him up because you probably if you don't watch the show, I like Joey Badass. Is
And
it crickets?
Nick said, I'm gonna need you to pull that up, Roxanne, not wet cat hair.
I'm telling you. No, you pull it up now. Hey King. Hey.
Hey
Um,
King.
now yo Amari, that's Nick's boo, but he got a brother, and his brother is cuter than him. Now I like Joey Badass. Now Joey Badass plays Unique on Raising Canaan.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, he do
Yeah.
something. He make an old lady feel young, honey.
Oh
Ooh,
Lord. Not make an
he just
old lady feel young.
he just so New York and so swagged out.
You just like the thugs, child.
You think I like thugs?
You like a good old thug. You like a good old nasty thug, child.
Girl, you ain't even lying. Girl, here we go. You know your friend well. But it can't be wrapped up in thug life. I got too many good
Right.
things going on. But
Right.
but but he fine. He fine to me.
It ain't
He
nothing wrong
black.
with a it ain't
Oh,
nothing wrong with a thug. I
girl,
guess.
he blackity black. He be wearing some nice clothes. You know. Oh, he just so handsome to me. You know, I love me a good old chocolate chip, a brownie.
Nick said she ain't gonna never finish her hair.
Love me a good old chocolate chip. Amari seems
Girl.
like a square. I mean, but you ghost. I don't like Amari. Okay, so Neek into some good old thug, but see, Neek seemed to like that good dress thug.
Yeah, see, that's what
Neek,
I
Neek,
like.
Neek, Neek seems like the Tom Ford thug type of motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. You know I like a
And then
well
when
dressed
and
man.
right, a good Tom Ford suit, a nice pair of Ferragamo
Yeah.
shoes,
Yes.
you know,
Yes. Some throw shoes.
maybe an Hermes belt.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah.
has
A nice
smell
watch.
very
I love a watch.
like a Piaget, a
Yeah.
nice Piaget.
Dressing,
Not
girl,
even
dressing.
not even a Rolex, a nice Piaget. Um, a good high end cologne, like maybe a Tom Ford. The
Yes.
tobacco, it's called tobacco and something. It smells absolutely wonderful. Men or women could wear it. Nice,
Roxanne is
crisp,
dressing up the thug for it.
nice, crispy. Line and haircut. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That sounds wonderful.
tobacco and vanilla. Thank you, Neek. Oopsie.
Yeah.
We love you, Neek. We
Now
love you. Yeah.
if you can't find that, I will take Tupac.
Are you serious?
Oh, girl, yes. You have to remember where I
Oh,
come
no,
from.
you lying, Val.
You got to remember where I come from.
I mean, I know where you come from. Too. Hi, Latrice Network.
I ain't scared
How
of
you
no man,
doing?
tote no gun, child. I'll be like, hey, come on.
You just don't strike me as the Tupac loving type of motherfucker.
Oh, well, that's now. Back in the day, I'd be
Back
like,
then,
hey.
back then.
Yeah, back then.
Okay, you want me to tell you a story? Want me to tell you
Uh,
a Tupac story?
yeah, I don't know. No. 'Cause you
It
going to
don't
make me
involve
mad.
any. It don't involve any of this.
Oh, okay. I don't want to hear
No,
no stories about you because I had to come over and
no, I
strangle
never,
your
I never
cats.
did anything. I never did anything with
Hey,
Tupac.
Tierra Latrice. Hey, my boo.
So this was a super duper long time ago, y'all. In a
It
land
wasn't that
far
long
from-
ago. If Tupac was alive, he only been
No,
dead
baby.
for.
No, this is prior to me even marrying Craig.
Oh, that is a long time ago.
So that was 94. So we're talking about maybe 92.
Oh, that's before I
around
was
about.
born. That's before I was born.
So young, girl, so
Yeah, I'm,
youthful.
I'm
I
a
was
young.
in, I was in Atlanta, and they used to have this thing called Jack the Rapper,
Mm.
and it was like a convention. And I went down there 2 years in a row. First year I went with my girlfriends, and that's when I was like, I ain't never traveling with these bitches again. And then I went down there by myself. So this particular year that I went down there by myself, we was in Atlanta, and I stayed at the Marriott. Everyone was staying at the Marriott. And the Marriott had a bar in it, and they had an air hockey table. And I played some guy. I don't know who he was. I was, because basically what happens on
Tierra
the air
said.
hockey.
Tierra said you married who? You kind of brushed over that real fast.
Yeah, I'm brushed over that. So
Oh, okay.
I was so basically the rules on an air hockey table is whoever wins stays on the table. So it was like this white guy in the bar, and he was in that motherfucker cracking. He was whooping everyone's ass.
Mm.
And if you if he won, if you wanted to play him, you had to put the quarters in the air hockey machine.
Uh
And
huh.
then if you play them. If you lost, you walk off, or you would have to pay, the quarters to play him again.
Uh
Well, little did this motherfucker know is I was a monster at playing on the extra table. I played him and whooped his ass. But by now, the bar started. People from from the Jack the Rapper were coming in. Now, this particular day, Stretch from Naughty by Nature was in there. This guy named Apache, Tupac was in there, and Fife from Tribe Called Quest.
yeah.
And I beat the white guy. He wanted to play again. So he had to put the quarters in because I beat him. So now
Uh
everyone's kind of looking like, what's going on? So now motherfuckers is talking. So I beat him again. And I played Fife. I whooped his ass. I played Apache. And I played Tupac. I beat all of them. Like seriously. And then that was it. I got me a drink. Everyone spoke, and you know,
yeah.
motherfucking chicks start coming in the bar, and that was the end of it. But I can say I did play Eric hockey with him, and I only met him one time, and that was the
And
only
you
time I
you
ever
didn't
met
think that you would one day meet me and you should get his phone number for me?
him. Girl, well,
No.
I mean, it wouldn't do you any good right now, but
Oh
damn.
yeah, that's true. That
I
is
mean, but
true.
if he was still alive, and we were like the same age back then, I would have been
Yeah.
like, can we? I would have called you from a payphone. I didn't have no cell phone.
Oh, that
I'd be
is
like, can you
true.
just say hi to my friend? Because I would have been
Yeah.
thirsty for you and him to speak. But
Yeah.
I've only met him like literally one time. And it's
Well, I'm gonna
crazy.
need you the next time. The next time, what you call in town? I'm gonna need you to give me a call.
You remember how I was debating whether what was I gonna go? Because it was
I
Wu
know.
Tang and Nas.
I know, babe. I know you was debating, but next time I'm just need you to just be like, look, I don't feel good. Come by my house so that I can call.
My hair wasn't
I
done
don't
or
care. You
nothing.
ain't trying to talk to him. You married. You just be
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
come by my house because I need for you to call my good girlfriend. She want to holler at you, see how you doing, and then have him call me, and then I'll be like, oh my
What would
God, I
you have
think I'm having
said?
a heart attack.
What would you have said?
I'd have been like, hello,
No, I would have
Roxanne.
video called you.
Oh Lord, I'll be like, Roxanne, don't play
I would
with
have
me.
video called you.
Roxanne, don't play with me. You gotta call me first. Make
I
sure
would
I,
I would
you
have
know.
video called you. I would have never just called you. I would have
Don't never call video call me with my other baby daddy on the line. That's baby daddy number 8. I mean,
well,
not
I
my
would
eighth
text you
baby
first.
daddy,
I
but
would
that's
text you
my eighth.
first.
That don't
I
mean I
would
have
text
8
you.
baby daddies. That would be my next baby's daddy.
I
So
would
if
text you
I
first and be like, yo, somebody wanna holler at you.
I'd have been like, Method Man is on the line. But then I had to call all the boys and had to, because they love them some Method Man. I'd be like, y'all get over here because Auntie got Method Man and he about to call. So then they'd all came over and we'd have been like, oh my God, it's Method Man. And then,
I should have went to that concert, man.
girl, they'd have loved it. I'm telling you, they love them some Method Man.
Well, I didn't miss Dave Chappelle, so
No,
you
we don't
know.
love Dave Chappelle.
I love me some Dave Chappelle.
Hey,
Hey, your
Queena.
girl Queen, what's up, Queena? Girl, you
I'm
know I
talking
love
to
me some Dave
Roxanne because
Chappelle.
she didn't call me when Method Man was in town, and she be rubbing elbows with these folks, but she don't ever
I
call me,
didn't go to
so
the
I can
concert,
rub
Val.
so I can rub
Because you
elbows
remember
with
I
them.
was sick. I was super sick.
I know, I know.
I
I
barely
felt
made
bad
it to
because you
see
were
Dave
sick, and
Chappelle.
I know. La 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 la. So
And I think Dave Chappelle is handsome.
you think what? Oh, you
You know,
made
I
it home,
think
baby.
that's
I know
good.
you tired.
Well, we happy you made it home safely. Girl, you know I
Yeah.
got a crush on Dave Chappelle.
And see, and I'm concerned about that because David Chappelle's not cute.
You said that to me when I first told you. I was like,
Yeah,
girl,
he's not
I'm
cute.
happy because I'm gonna go see Dave Chappelle. And you were like, okay, hope you have fun. And then I was like, girl, I got the biggest crush on Dave Chappelle. You were
Yeah,
like, what?
I don't know. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that cross.
Why?
Well, because he's not attractive.
Girl, he is.
He's
To me,
funny.
he is.
You know, people used to tell me that as long as a man had a sense of humor. And I'm like, no, no.
Laugh you right out your panties.
No, not these panties. Not these panties. Not these bloomers.
Girl, no, it was good though. I like Dave Chappelle. I don't know why I find him attractive. I just do.
Maybe because he's so tall. I don't
He's
know.
only
You're
like,
weird. You like strange looking men, and your husband's very, very handsome. But you like some
yeah,
strange looking people.
but he's only like six. Dave Chappelle only like 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, he ain't that tall. Okay, baby. She said she about to get in the shower.
Okay, wash your body.
Not a
Yeah,
body.
I don't know. I like Dave Chappelle. I think he's funny.
And what
And
else? Tell me something else you like besides he funny.
he's funny. I'm not gonna go into my dark side. Okay. I just
No,
think
I just want to know what you like about him besides he's funny. He's funny. And
he's
what else?
funny.
And what else?
That's it. I think he's funny. He's a dirty motherfucker, man.
I'm
He's a
just
rotten
wondering. Why do
motherfucker.
you like Dave Chappelle? He's not cute.
You know why I told you I like him.
He's tall. I
No, that's
know.
not
I
what I
just thought Nick said Wesley. I know. Wesley is yeah.
you but you know why I probably like Wesley too.
Bleh.
You don't care. You can make
I
the
know.
vomit sound.
At least you like who you like, girl. Don't let me
And
influence who you like, child.
but who hanging on my wall? Who got my heart?
Louboutin.
No, no, no.
Oh,
LeBron James.
uh,
You know
girl.
I got I got that big ass poster of
And
LeBron James
LeBron
in my
still,
room.
he's not cute.
I love LeBron James.
I know you do, but LeBron's not cute though, sis.
Girl, that is everything that
You think
guy like.
LeBron is cute?
I think LeBron is
He has some appeal, but I don't think he's cute.
that motherfucker. That motherfucker
Maybe
walk on
cute
water.
is not the word. Maybe handsome is the word I'm looking
That
for.
motherfucker fine as fuck to me.
Oh my God, really? Where's your
Girl,
husband?
in the room with the door closed.
Go give him the phone. Let me talk to him.
No, he know how I feel about LeBron.
I know, but I want him to hear what I got to say about how you feel about
He
LeBron.
don't want to hear all that, man. You trying to throw monkey wrenches and shit.
I want to tell him what you be saying about LeBron James.
I'll do you one better. Wait, let me look up on this wall. Huh?
Oh my God.
Wait, Wait, hold on, honey.
Well, you got all these shoe bags up here.
Wait.
When I come back to your house, we're gonna take these bags and we're gonna put them in frames so
Yeah,
that
I
we
was
can
thinking
hang them
about
up.
doing that.
Yeah.
I love LeBron so much.
Oh God, not you really got his picture up on this wall.
This is my ticket stub.
To what?
I bought a seat. I went to the game when the Bulls played the Lakers.
Oh,
I bought a courtside seat
did you?
for $2,464
You bought a courtside seat for $2,000 to see LeBron James,
Yeah, I did.
and you still couldn't see the game because you're so short. Whose lap did you sit on?
No, I was sitting courtside. I
Whose
was
lap
on the
did you
court.
sit on?
Nobody. I was trying to sit on his motherfucking lap.
Roxanne. Nick said no. LeBron is okay. I was saying 100 about her bags. My hubby is a LeBron fan, so I'm forced to. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. LeBron's all right, I guess. I love me some Kobe. Child, Kobe. I love
Yeah,
you,
I bought
love you,
another.
love
Then
you.
they played the Bulls again, and I bought
Kobe,
another courtside suit, and,
Kobe.
and that was $2,200.
I was singing a song for Kobe.
I,
And what?
I liked Kobe how he played.
But
I
what?
like
What
Kobe.
you gonna say? Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say but.
I loved how he played, and when he died, I cried.
No, okay. Don't
I
spend twenty five
cried.
hundred dollars. Don't spend $2,500 on no more tickets because we could sneak into the game.
No, I'm not sitting where I was sitting. It wasn't no
Yes, we
sneaking.
can. We can go in as mascots.
Girl, it's not that easy getting into the United Center. Don't you think
We
it
can
was
go
that
in as
easy?
Laker girls.
Shit. Girl, I'm looking like the lake.
I have my cane, and we'll go in. And you act like my caregiver, and I act like a little old lady, and we'll go in and we'll say, "Oh, can we sit here, boys?" And then
Girl,
we'll sit
it's
down.
not gonna get us court. It's not gonna get us courtside.
Look, I'm trying to keep you from spending $3,000 on tickets. We're trying to get us some Chanel bags. What is happening right now?
I mean, I just girl, but when I tell you I didn't get to the game on time, first of all.
You
It
don't get
took
nowhere on time.
girl, I was clean. It wasn't the first quarter or half was still going on. It was only like 5-10 minutes into the game. But baby, I went in there sick,
You was clean, wasn't you? You
sick.
was cleaner than a white fish.
Girl, cleaner than the board of health, baby.
Cleaner than the board of health, child.
Honey, a
Cleaner
bitch went
than
in.
the board of health,
Girl,
honey.
I started preparing for it like three
Let me
days
see
before.
her.
Honey, the hair was dyed, fried, and laid to the side. My nails was all perfect,
I can't deal with you.
honey. And I remember what I had on both times.
You was looking
Too cute,
cute, huh? You
too
thought
cute.
LeBron was gonna see you off of the side. He's
He
gonna
did.
stumble in your lap. He's
He
gonna be
did.
like,
I was
"Ooh, my
hoping, girl,
heart."
I was praying to God. I was like, let him foul and fall right here.
Oh
Fall
my
on.
God.
But I swear to God, on my kids, Val, that nigga looked at me 3 times, B.
Did he
3 times.
fall?
Yeah,
Did he
and
fall?
when they were doing when they had to do a free throw,
Uh-huh.
he wasn't doing a free throw, but he was standing on the
On the
lines on the
side,
side.
yeah. He peeped you out.
Girl, I was too bad that night. A
You should
bitch
have
was too
fell out.
bad.
You should have fell out. You should be like, oh.
Girl, I couldn't. I
He might
couldn't.
have ran over to grab you.
And I got video of it. I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Send it to
I
me.
was girl, I was too cute that night. I wore a pair of
You probably
camouflage.
was too cute. 'Cause you don't know how to
Girl, I
act.
wore a pair of camouflage pants. Okay, I wore.
Wait, I just thought about you telling me that man looked.
When I send you the video, because I literally have video of it.
Roxanne, I keep thinking about you telling me that man looked at you and said, "Yep, bro."
Wait, what?
When you and your friend went out, you said that man looked at you and said, "Yo, bro, your girl is bad." Girl, that tickles me every time I think about it.
So what Val is talking about, so
Oh
you
my
all would
god.
know what Val is talking about. One night, hey Nina.
Hey,
So one night,
Nina.
me and my girlfriend, we went out. She wanted to go out. And I really wasn't in the mood to get dressed up. So we went to this nightclub here. A friend of mine owns like this nightclub, and it's like a really hot nightclub. So me and my girl, when my girl goes, she wore the most bogishly sexy outfit, but she got the body for it. Like she's like bodied up, but she's natural. It's all her. Like she will put you in the mind of that cash down girl. That's who she
Cash
kind of looked
down.
like.
You said cash
Right.
down.
And girl, that's that country down. Um, she had on this badass outfit with she had like pasties on her titties and a G string and it was like leather. It was like lace and leather and but she could rock that, because she got the body to rock it. My ass going there with a pair of Timberlands, a scarf, a fucking t-shirt, some sweatpants. But my face, no, I think my hair was done. My
Yeah,
hair
you
was done.
didn't
My
get your
nails
hair
were
done.
done. My hair was done. My nails were done. But my clothes was just very dude. So we get in there and we get over, we sitting in VIP and shit, and she all dancing and she's like standing in the middle of VIP and everyone's like sitting there looking like the men. Like, oh my God. This dude sitting next to me gonna say, man, your girl is bad. Like he thought she was my woman. Like I was like, no, she's my friend, No, she's my friend. And ever since then, that's when Val started calling me little dude.
Little man,
'Cause
you my kids, auntie, little man.
little man, right, Auntie little man. Um I went in exactly, Neek. I went in that motherfucker comfortable, boy. And dude was like, she was dancing and shit. Cause 'cause before she's moved around dancing, she was dancing in front of me. And she got a big ass, and it's hers, all the natural. And she
Oh.
dancing, and she, you know, making it move, and she looking back like that. And I was hitting on it and shit, and drinking. And then she dancing over there, and dude sitting there next to me. He like, look this movie. He got a bottle of something. He was like, yo, your lady bad than a motherfucker. He called her my lady. He was like, your lady bad as hell. He was like, man,
Oh
you got the baddest one in the club.
my god. Roxanne
No.
thought she was cute. Oh my goodness. He thought auntie little man.
And that's what her kids call me because I asked, Val just ignorant, you know. But dude was serious too.
Oh my
He was like, man, dog. He was like, man, dog. He was like, you got the baddest, your lady bad as hell. You got the baddest one in the club. And I was like, wait a minute. And I'm like, oh wow. I was like, no, bro, she's my friend. He was like,
Well,
oh, y'all ain't together together. And when he said together, together, he did like this. Y'all ain't together, together. I'm like, no, that that's my home girl. You know, like my
Oh my
sister
god.
friend.
Wait a minute. Wait. What your hair look like? Like, why I thought you was a dude? What your hair was looking like?
I had my weave in. You know, probably it was probably straight, wearing it straight. You know,
Tiara said not the scissor.
he was like, "Oh, so y'all not, y'all not like that. Y'all not like that." I'm like, "No, she's my
I'm gonna
sister."
have to get off of here. I can't take it no more.
He was like, "Oh, straight up, she got a nigga. She got a man." I'm like, "Look, bro, I don't know. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. I didn't even use it. I just looked. I
You
stood in the
better
mirror and
gather
looked at
yourself.
myself. I looked in the mirror. Myself was like, "You dyke. Can you hold it down? I gotta run to the bathroom."
Oh my goodness. Y'all, excuse me. That story tickles me to death. She felt so bad. He made her feel so bad. I'm sorry, Tara. I'm trying to stop. But listen, she thought she was so cute. She had her little boots on. She's so short, y'all. She had her little boots on, had her hair all done. And homeboy thought she was, he thought she was a homeboy.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Here she come. I'm gonna stop.
I'm like, when it dawned on me, the light bulb came. I was like, "Oh, no, we're not scissor sisters. Like, what's going on?" Man, like seriously, I had on my sweatpants. Was basically, if you look at my community page, or I'm not my community page, if you look at my picture from yesterday on my Roxy's Lady Lounge page, I was kind of dressed like that. But and he was like, dude was feeling it. That music jumping, boom, boom, boom. I'm sitting there like, yeah, he got a bottle. He holding his bottle up, and she just shaking all over the club, making it clap. And I'm just like, having a good time. You know what I mean? And that dude, he nudged me. He was like, man,
I'm
your
sorry,
lady
Roxy.
bad.
I'm sorry for
I'm like,
laughing at you.
oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry, but it's funny as hell, sis. That
I
tickles me.
just
That tickles
like,
me. I'm just because I know you was feeling good and you was like up in there. You was
I was
feeling
vibing.
fly.
You know,
Right. You was feeling fly, wasn't you?
I mean, I was fly. I
You
was
was
fly.
fly.
I was, I'm looking, smelling good. You
Mm.
know, had, freshly showered, had the Timbs on and,
Okay.
my sweatpants and a
Okay.
shirt. And my shirt, even though it was like a t-shirt, it was still like kind of giving a little sexy. It was a little hanging off the
No, it
shoulders
wasn't
and
giving
shit.
sexy. It wasn't giving sexy because you had on sweatpants and Timberland.
I mean, I still was
Mm.
sexy. To me, I
Okay.
was sexy,
Okay.
you know. And
All
he was,
right.
and he had his bottle and he was just jamming. But she had all eyes on her. They was,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, man, he's like, bro, you got the baddest motherfucker in this motherfucker.
Listen,
Your leg,
you gotta
your
stop
lady,
saying it.
He was like, "Your lady is bad, bro. That motherfucker. Ooh wee."
You probably
I'm
should have
like,
just took it. You should have just took it and ran with it. You should have just been like, yeah, she is. You know what I'm saying?
mm-mm. And you know why I couldn't accept it? I don't know where in the hell Val went. The reason why I couldn't accept it is because before I left the house, Maddie was like, "Mommy, you look like a pretty dyke." And I was
Oh my God.
like, what? She was like, "Yeah, you do, but have fun." So to get to the bar, and I'm vibing, having a good time, and then dude tell me I got the baddest, I
Scooter.
got the baddest, I got the pick of the litter in here tonight, and then do the scissor thing, hand move motion. I was just like, I don't know how to take this. But that didn't stop me from wearing Timberlands to the club. It didn't. It didn't. It was
You
a
still wear
fun
your
evening.
Timberlands?
I wore them yesterday.
Yeah, okay. See?
Yeah,
As long as you
you
still
know,
being you. That's all that matters.
that's all I can do. That's
No,
all I
I
can
know.
do.
I know. And I
I didn't.
support you.
I didn't. I didn't wear them to the Bulls game though. I was like on
Right.
my
What'd you have on to at the Bulls game?
um, the some like these army fatigue pants.
Uh-huh.
Um, this this black this black Gucci sweater I got, and it has these like the shoulders zip down, and it's
Uh-huh.
kind of like oversized to conceal my fupa. Um,
Your what?
my fupa, my mighty
Oh.
fupa.
Oh.
Um, I had on an array of jewelry. I wore a pair of my Louboutins.
Not an array of jewelry.
Yes. I had on. I didn't wear a coat. I have a mink stole. I literally just had the stole over my fucking shoulder.
Okay.
Um, and my
You could have
Chanel
stole
bag.
LeBron what he missing.
Girl, I was just so happy to be there.
Right, Tierra. Tierra says she gotta come over here more often because Roxanne be cutting up over here, child.
No, I mean I do be cutting up, but it be Val's fault. Um,
Don't be blaming this on me. This is your show.
Girl, you is definitely the co-host. Cut it out, Ed McMahon. Anyway, no, it was fun. But that night I went to the basketball game. That was the same night I met Taraji P. Henson, and she was really pretty, and she actually gave me a hug, and we kept it moving. But I only went to I didn't give a fuck about the game. I just wanted to see LeBron James.
Girl, you have tickled me tonight.
You
Look.
know,
Well, I'm gonna get ready to go. It's past my bedtime. You know I'm over 50, so
I thought you was born in like
I
1994.
mean,
Didn't you
yeah.
just say that?
Well, I'm sorry. I yeah, I forgot that part. But I'm tired. That's what I meant to say. I'm just
You
tired.
tired? Well, you had a
Yeah.
long day. What you got to do later on today?
I got physical therapy tomorrow. That's all.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
Well,
we
tomorrow.
having a anniversary party Saturday, and my son's going back to Thailand, so we having his going away party at the same time.
What, y'all's anniversary?
Uh huh. Yeah. Smell it. Smell it.
Oh, wow. What anniversary
Yeah.
is it?
I don't know. We lost count, yeah.
Girl, shit, I got an anniversary coming up too. It's October.
Your
Oh, shit.
anniversary's in October.
Yeah. Like October. Ooh, damn.
Oh, I
Hold
think you
on.
did tell me that because I remember telling you what mine was the day mine was.
Hold on. I be forgetting, girl.
Not you did forgot your anniversary, but you remember what you
Hey,
wore for
Jay.
LeBron James.
Jay.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry to
God.
wake you up. When's our
Uh,
anniversary?
you done woke the man up, yeah.
Okay. He said he believe it's October 25th.
October the 25th?
4th.
Oh, okay. Ours is October 22nd.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's really kind of crazy and fucked up in the same.
What?
We don't be celebrating. Like it be, I don't know. Life just be happening and shit,
Yeah.
and we be forgetting.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense,
But
though.
I remember one year we forgot. I mean, if we remember, like now, just remind me. Um,
Okay.
um.
But be
I
a
mean,
lot
maybe
going on.
right. You know everything I got going on.
Yeah.
If
Like if
if
my
you didn't,
son wasn't going back to Thailand, we probably wouldn't remember, you know. It just so
clean
happened
the
all the dates come.
background, you
All
know
the
what, Val? If you
huh?
didn't tell me it was your anniversary coming up,
Mm-hmm.
I would. We probably would have went right past the 24th,
Well, no. Maybe I can
and the
do something.
24th will be 23 years.
Praise God.
Somebody could put up with my black ass for 23 years,
Okay.
girl. I mean,
you amazing girl. You a beautiful,
and you
beautiful
are too.
soul. No, I
What
love you.
anniversary is this for you?
I don't know. I'm telling you. I don't know.
Okay. No, because the only reason why I'm asking,
It's got to
when you
be 20, 5,
6,
6,
27?
26,
No, the only
26.
reason why, the
We've
only
been
reason why,
together for 30 years, so it's got to be 26.
okay, the only reason why I asked is because I want to get you an appropriate anniversary gift that matches the year of your anniversary.
Oh, you're so sweet, honey. You don't have to give me
You know
no
how you
gift.
know
You
how
know
they
I'm
say
going to
people
say
have
that.
like their silver anniversary, their golden
Mm-mm.
anniversary. So
I
it's
don't
like
want no
certain
gift.
anniversaries have certain gifts that represent that you give to the couple. Like one anniversary, some one
Thank you,
I don't know
Queena.
which anniversary it is, but like one of them is like paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you would give
Mm-hmm.
like a person some really nice stationery, and then it might be this for this one. So I need you to find out exactly what anniversary it is because I want to send the appropriate anniversary
Okay.
gift that matches your anniversary. Because though I wear Timberlands, I like to be very classy when it comes down
Roxanne, I'm
to
not about
giving
to play with you.
appropriate gifts. I
No.
think that would be just let me know. I think you know what? I'm gonna find out. I think I'm gonna make reservations at a VEC for me and Jay. It's like, oh
Oh, that's
no,
sweet.
no, no, no. I think. Oh, excuse me, Val,
You
and
okay?
chat. I belched. I think I might do a linear, but I think I probably have to call to see their a la carte. So I would have to pay tomorrow. Hey, Alex, how much is it from like per person at Alinea?
Okay.
1,200. So two people will be 1,200, or is it 1,200 for one person? It's 1,200 a person. When we went to the special pop up one. Because me and Jay's anniversary is coming up. Find out if it's 1,200 per person or 1,200 for two people, and make the reservation for me. I'll give you my credit card. Yeah. So there's a restaurant here.
Mm-hmm.
When you come back, we'll go to it. We won't eat chicken. It's called Alinea,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a Michelin 4-star restaurant, and it's ranked probably the best restaurant in the world.
Oh, really?
It's a 15-course meal,
Oh my God.
but everything is about this big,
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
and it's a lot of gastronomy.
Uh-huh.
Like like shit with smoke coming out of it. Now, one of
Yeah.
my when I went one time. I went with a friend that I grew up with, so I didn't have to pay, but they gave
Uh-huh.
me some split pea soup, and the soup, the peas were on a tiny, like not a tiny, like a pin, like a big silver safety pin.
Uh-huh.
It was about 5 peas on it, and they came out with like a little tiny ass cup, a little cup, and it had like some sort of um it was empty. And what they did was, the presentation is everything. So they come to the table, and the waiter takes the safety pin and he knocks these 5 peas off into this little tiny ass bowl,
Uh-huh.
and then he pours some sort of warming broth on it, and all this smoke comes off of it, and then those peas break down, and it just becomes some sort of split pea soup. I don't know what it
Oh,
was,
right in front of you.
right in front of you. But
Uh-huh.
it was absolutely wonderful. And everything they give you, they pair with a wine. And I hate
Uh-huh.
wine.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have my little flask with my little vodka
Oh
in
my
my purse.
God.
But I mean, I'll drink a little white wine, but 'cause I hate wine. But it's a bunch of food, and I'm really happy you reminded me.
Yeah.
It's a damn, but find out what anniversary it is, and happy anniversary, soon to be anniversary. And
Thank you, boo.
I
Thank
want to
you.
talk to you
Thank you.
tomorrow, because after you get back from therapy, we gotta
Yeah,
talk
I'll call
shit.
you. I'll call
So
you.
your son going back to Thailand,
Uh-huh. Yeah, he going
girl? Like,
back for a few
how long
months.
he gonna be gone,
For a few months. He goes for like 3 months, as long as his visa is, and then he comes back home. He loves it over there.
girl?
He
Val,
come, huh?
there's a hotel. It's a Hyatt, I think. I'm gonna find it. So this guy that worked with Jay went over to Thailand and stayed in this hotel.
Uh-huh.
Girl, the shit look crazy. I've seen it. Jay pulled it up on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
The motherfucker beautiful. The motherfucker just screams. I was looking at it and I felt broke. That made me officially know, bitch, you poor. You can't stay here. Bitch, you
Well, you
can't
know what
afford
he
to stay.
does? You know what he does? He does he goes and stays at resorts, and he works at the resorts doing graphic arts and any kind of stuff they need help with in the office. So like marketing, graphic detail, all of that kind of stuff. He does that, and then
That's
that way he doesn't have to
awesome.
pay. Yeah, he don't have to pay for room and board and food. He just works for the resort. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. You
Yeah.
know what? When I find the name, they say it's just a hotel, but the shit's in Thailand, and it is absolutely freaking beautiful. Like it's over the top. Like it's like nothing I've ever seen. The rooms, everything. They're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they did not tell you how much it was a night, but I'm really, it's really giving me, I can't afford it a night. I mean, I probably could, but
Right. You
we
don't
wouldn't
know if
take
you
the
want to
kids.
spend that much cause that's what he told me. He was like, "Mom, you and Dad should come over, and y'all would really love it. It's so beautiful and stuff." I told him, I said, "I can't be staying in them little huts and stuff." And he said, "No, it's nice hotels over there." So I
Girl,
never
you
looked.
almost made me fart. Oh, Lord, did you say hut?
Yeah, girl,
Your
they had them
son,
little huts.
yeah, girl, they got some world class motherfucking shit there. Like, now when I find this hotel, I'm gonna send it to you and let your son see it, because, like, Val, it was crazy. Like I never seen, and I've stayed in some hotels. I stayed in the hotel that Princess Diana stayed in the night she died.
Oh,
It
for
ain't
real?
got it ain't got shit on this hotel.
What?
No, I mean opulent. It's like you can literally smell the $100 bills that motherfucker was built on. American and they money. It's
Okay.
beautiful. It's beautiful. But I'm gonna send it to you. But
Yeah, send it to me when you find it.
if you and your husband ever decide to make a pilgrimage over there, um, let me know. Cause hell, we can just all go. Cause that's a
Oh
long ass
yeah.
flight.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Girl, Val, baby. I went to Japan, went to sleep, woke up 6 hours later. We were still flying over motherfucking water.
See, I don't know if I'm ready for that, Roxanne. That's
Val, you could
long.
be Val, you could be flying. And okay, you could be flying and it's daytime, but you're flying a day ahead. So you'll literally be daytime and it slowly start getting dark. And you're now it's nighttime.
Right.
But it's not nighttime where you just left.
Right.
And then you flying over the ocean and you don't see
Nothing.
anything. It's
Uh-huh.
it's black. What you do, you see the lights on the like the plane, like the wing,
Right.
like the little flashing lights.
Uh-huh.
Now you know bitch was scared, right? And you know I had watched a few days before we left. This is back when I was married to dude.
Yeah.
And I watched, I would watch Twilight Zone every night. So that one
Oh
episode
Lord,
came
not the
on.
Twilight Zone, child.
That one episode came on with William Shatner when him and his wife was flying, and
Yeah.
he opened the thing, and that little man was out on the wing, and he tweaking. He like, yo, there's a motherfucker out on the wing,
Yeah, he
and no
lost his
one believed
mind.
him.
Yep.
I was
Are you
just
reading
like,
your chat, Roxanne?
what?
Are you reading your chat?
No, what happened? Everything
I don't
okay?
know. No, I didn't. I can't see it now because I switched my
Oh,
thing around.
sophisticated Brett said,
Hey,
happy
Brad.
anniversary. She said,
Thank
happy
you, boo.
anniversary, Val. Country girl Queena spoke to Brett, and she spoke to country girl Queena, and Neek spoke to Brett and Queena, and everybody just showing so much love in the LPC. It's kind of hard being Snoop Deal Double G. So no, but the place. Hopefully they finish building the place down in the DR, and we can
Oh
go down there.
no.
Oh, Brett said, I remember that episode of the Twilight Zone. Yo, I was on that plane. I was just like, damn. But I'm happy that before I left, I told my doctor, I'm like, yo, I'm going to be on this long ass flight.
They gave you
I'm just like,
some Valium.
girl, I don't know what volume she gave me. She gave me some volume. I took one. I took a sweet. I took like 2 shots of vodka,
You was out.
and I was out. Woke up and we were still over
So
water.
how
I was
long
like,
was it?
from New York, like 18 hours, something
Oh,
stupid.
Jesus.
I was like, this don't make no sense.
All right, okay.
I was like, why this shit gotta be so?
Can't you like go to the can't you go to Colorado? I mean, can't you go to the Grand Canyon and walk in a certain way and then come out in Japan? Don't they have portals or something?
I, girl, look at me. I'm sitting here thinking, like, do they got portals? My dumb ass. Portals in the Grand Canyon?
Oh, girl,
You know,
I
you
don't know.
just
You know I be talking crazy.
nah, but you would want it to be because that shit kind of that shit's kind of scary. You know what I mean? Because you really
Mhm.
don't realize, like, you could be watching TV shit about the earth. You know, I watch a lot of documentaries and Animal Planet and shit like that.
Mhm.
You don't realize how much water is on this motherfucker until you start flying over it. It's like
Right.
there's land, but there's more water than land.
Right.
And
Right.
you just like, I had to make sure, I took a pill. Shit. Because I wasn't gonna make it.
Girl.
Well, go on to sleep, Val. I'm gonna keep chit
Okay.
chatting.
Okay. I love
Take
y'all.
your ass
Chit
to sleep.
chat. I love y'all. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you so
night.
much, Val.
Oh yeah, baby. I'll talk
Namaste.
to you tomorrow. I've enjoyed
Namaste.
everybody.
Enjoyed you too, sis. Happy you
Okay,
got a
baby.
good laugh. All right, honey. Good
Have
night.
a good night. Bye bye.
No, but that's good for Val's son, just to be able to get a job like that and work outside the United States and learn different cultures and things like that. That shit's awesome. And you know who it's even more awesome for? Young black people, young black men, young black women, for them to be able to see and experience things like that. And he's getting paid for it. You know, one of my things is I implore black people to travel. You know, a lot of people, what I've noticed is get a travel bug and, they like it and people start saving to travel. I got friends who I've never been to Dubai and kind of don't want to go there. Um, you know, but I've seen so many places just as a black person. And then, you know, there are people who never have left the state that they live in. That's crazy. So for her young man to be out here in this world, experiencing and seeing, let me get my charger, y'all. Hold it down. I'm back. I thought y'all, I had to get my phone stand. I need to get my long cord. Pardon me. But, you know, for us, black people, to travel, I think it's enriching. I think it is thought provoking. And you get to have experiences and experience different people, cultures, you know. I think that's awesome. But it also lets you see and be able to, yeah, this is a long ass cord, y'all. Okay, hold on. What is it? What is it? Damn it. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna leave this charger up here. Hold on. This cord is 10 feet long. I got it at fucking Home Depot. You got the juice now. Okay, so yeah, that was just yesterday. That was my kind of sort of thugged out look. But apparently at nightclubs and I go with my friends, so my friends are my girlfriends. But you know, I love traveling and I want my children to be able to travel. You know, my kids want to go to Japan. Maddie, Aston, Amanda and Asa, Jack, and possibly Alex. I don't know. I don't know if Adam really wants to go or not. But everyone has to get there. Well, Alex has his passport. Maddie and Asa have their passport. I think Asa has his passport. Amanda would have to get hers. That would be a trip that I would not take with them. But I would be willing to send all of them over there together to experience Japan. You know, my my children are into anime, so they want to go where anime is from. And I'm just not up for like super duper long flights anymore. You know, it's I'm at the age where shit, I get on an airplane, I gotta motherfucking wear some compression socks and shit. Oops, I gotta get my phone to sit up right, y'all. There. You know, a bitch gotta get compression socks and whatnot to wear on an airplane. But black children should travel. You know, I will I will be able to do it. I'm not praying. I will be able to do something where I could send 10 children to a different country every year just to get the experience of culture, food. You know, you would be surprised at what isn't being taught to children. And I feel like they need to see it and, you know, open their minds. Their platform is their brain. Let them see it. Um, Val, as a mother, sending her child who's been there already so far away to work, but this is what he wants to do in another country as a black man is probably terrifying. Like, seriously. Hell, we be scared to send our kids down the motherfucking street. She's sending hers across the world. And the only thing she could do is put her faith in God. But I believe everything will be okay. This is it's something that he will take with him the rest of his life. It's something that when he gets older and has children and grandchildren, he can tell them about his adventures. You know, if he's over in Thailand, he could easily go to, you know, over to Bangkok or Taipei. You know, he's it's right there. You know, I think that's wonderful. Thank you, Brad. No, I just really believe travel for Black kids is important because living in Chicago, I have met young people. Oops, I have met young people had never who had been downtown Chicago, but had never went on the other side of the bridge. So we have a bridge, a waterway that separates one side of downtown from the other side of downtown. And the south side of downtown is considered the loop. The other side of the water is considered the Magnificent Mile. It's a change in taxes. Like on one side of the bridge, you could be paying on one side of the bridge, a one bedroom could cost you $2,700. On the other side of the bridge, it could be the same building, same makeup. It could be $4,700. So so I had known kids when I used to live out south, and I moved into this area. I had met a lot of kids over there who had never been on the other side of the bridge, and I was looking at these kids like we have a shopping place here. It's called the Water Tower. Has a bunch of different stores in it, and I was, the little girls in the neighborhood. Where you going, Roxanne? Because they was nosy as fuck. I'm like, I'm going to go to the Water Tower, or I'm going to run down on Oak Street. And they're like, I ain't never been to the Water Tower. And these motherfuckers like 15 years old. And I remember like I'm thinking to myself, when I was 15, I stayed in the Water Tower. Why do these kids not go to the Water Tower? You know, they had seen like the John Hancock on TV, but never been in it. Didn't know it had apartments in it. Travel within. Find out what your state has to offer and take the kids to go see it. And if you have the time and your kids are grown, which a lot of our children are grown, find kids who've never been anywhere in their own state. And I'm not talking about going to Six Flags. You know, find kids that haven't gone anywhere other than to a Six Flags. There are actually children in Florida and in California that had never been to Disney. I had been to Disney 4 fucking times in my life, twice as an adult. It's just so expensive. You know, you would think they call it the Magic Kingdom. Ain't shit magical about those motherfucking prices. It could be they should have some sort of scale, some sort of sliding scale for families who can't really afford the full price to be able to take their kids to Disney. So could you imagine how hard it is for children to see outside the United States when there are children who live in Florida who haven't even been to Disney? Just saying. Just saying. you know. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep Val's son in our prayers, that, God keeps him covered in his blood and just continues to guide him in his career path, keeps him safe. That's a long way away. My son's getting ready to go to the military. I got to send him off into the world. It's one thing he get in my car and go to work, and I be scared. The different thing, he going on the other side of somebody's country. But the only thing I could do is put him in God's hands. Disney was an experience for children. Yeah, it is. You see, your children have been several times. It's kids who have never been to Disney, and they actually live there. So think about the kids who don't live in Florida, whose parents will save and save, and then finally like get them a few Christmas toys, but then let them know tomorrow we're leaving for Disney. You know, kids be happy. My old dad's last time I was in Disney, I got me some Mickey Mouse ears. hmm They somewhere in this house. I had my name stitched on the back of my shit and everything. I thought I was too cute, grown as fuck. But I like doing things like that. Like, I never took Maddie and Aston to Disney. My sister took, my baby sister took them. Like, she literally came over my house one day and was like, and Maddie and Aston were little people. And she was like, I gotta pee, y'all. It's that beer. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So my sister, this is some years ago. She came to my house, and this is before my sister had her own children. And she came to my house, and she was like, Maddie Aston. And she was like, I want to tell Maddie and Aston something. I'm great, pull up, come open the door. So I opened the door, and Maddie and Aston in the house, and I think Maddie was about 4 or something, 5. And I have their Disney scrapbook that my sister made for them. And she, I'm like, Maddie Aston, your aunt's here. She wants to talk to y'all. They come up front, and she's like, how would y'all like to go to Disney? How would you guys like to go to Disneyland on Friday? It was like Monday. I was like, and my husband's sitting there like, what? And we're like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, so get them ready. I was like, holy shit. I started crying and shit. Cause I cry real easy. Cause I'm real sappy and sentimental and shit. I was like, I was making an ugly face, ugly cry. I was like, oh my God. And I gave her a hug, and my husband was like, "Are you serious?" And my sister was just like, "Yeah." And shit, we got they went o'clock. When was it? Was it like, I don't know. I know it was like in the summertime, I think, because my kids came back black as hell. They looked so pretty. Oh, they was just golden and just, sun kissed. They looked beautiful. And I remember we tried to give my sister like $1,000. Like, if the kids need something, she's like, no. My sisters are classy. My mama gave birth to three girls, me and my two sisters. Motherfuckers is classy, hands down. We tried to give her a stack. She was like, no. She's like, please don't insult me. These are my niece and my nephew. I have them. I was like, okay. She took them. They had a great time. It was a beautiful experience because, truth be told, back then when Maddie and Aston were little, we couldn't afford to take them to Disney. We couldn't. And my sister came through. I didn't ask her. She just did it. And I was very grateful for it. You know what I mean? I just feel like every Black child should go to Disney and be able to experience it. But within your state, wherever you are, if you have grown children, you have grandchildren, you know, and your grandchildren have friends, take a friend, take them somewhere to something different. Things within the state usually aren't expensive. Like, there's a waterfall here. It's not close, but I want to see a waterfall, and I want my kids to see the waterfall here in Illinois. During Christmas, I'm taking my kids to Galena, Illinois. Look it up, Galena, Illinois. It's a beautiful little town, and during Christmas time, it looks like something off of a fucking Hallmark movie. I've been there. My mother used to take me there. It has like specialty shops and Christmas ornament places and a place that makes fresh fudge and all sorts of shit. I want to take my grown children there because now they'll appreciate it because we're really into Christmas around here. But find a child, you know, be it at your church or a kid from the community, and do something for them. See, my sisters went to Niagara Falls. I didn't go when my dad asked me to go. I was a teenager and I was hiding the ass and I was like, I don't want to go to no motherfucking Niagara Falls. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Niagara Falls. But we have a waterfall here in Illinois, but it's far. But I wouldn't mind driving to it. It's about 45. That's not far, about an hour outside of Chicago. But I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know, I just feel like Black children need to see things that they might not otherwise get to see. And showing them, pardon me, as a little person might inspire them to go other places. See, the thing I know about Val is when her boys were little, they would travel by car line. My father used to take us on road trips and shit, but her and her husband would pile those kids in the car, do the old school shit, make sandwiches and whatnot. You only stop for gas and to pee. You wasn't eating on the road, and stuff like that. And they take their kids places. I haven't officially taken my kids on any road trip. Like, we literally drove from Chicago to St. Louis. That's it. Everything else, you hop on an airplane and go. You know, um, One of my best trips with my kids outside of going to the Dominican Republic was Maddie and I and Maddie's godmother and my son Asa and his best friend Journey. we went to New York because Asa was performing in New York, and he was opening for EPMD. And we left. The show wasn't until Sunday, and we were leaving Sunday to come back to Chicago. So I think we got there Thursday, and we went Thursday night. No, we got there Friday. Yeah, we got there Friday, real early in the fucking morning, and we checked into our hotel, but we stayed out on Long Island, and we basically just kind of hung around the hotel during the day, and in the evening we went to the Hit Factory, um, with Def Squad, um, Eric Sherman's studio, and we hung out there. And then we went back to the hotel and we went to sleep. And the next day we got up, and Maddie was so full of excitement. And we got up and we went to Manhattan. We caught the Long Island Railroad. We went to Manhattan and we shopped like ain't nobody. I shopped so much I had to buy another suitcase. So as we were shopping, we were putting shit in the suitcase. It was a beautiful trip. Maddie had a great time. Still have the pictures. It was summertime in New York. I love summertime in New York. I love New York. Maddie wanted to see it, and now Maddie wants to go back to New York. So I'm trying to figure some things out. Trying to figure something out for her to go with me because I have to go there. When, I don't know. I was just told that I have to go. I don't know when I have to do it, but um, we had a good time in New York. And I was like, oh my god, you know, New York can be very imposing when you've never been there and all you ever seen is New York on TV. I remember my first time going to New York. I was like, holy shit. Like flying into New York. I think I flew into LaGuardia and I fell in love. I fell in love about everything about New York. You know, it's that East Coast shit. But New York is the crown of the East Coast, but travel is important. It really is. You watching in your bed. I know you want Val love watching YouTube from that bed, boy. But yeah, travel is imperative for Black children. Get them out, take them places, take them to restaurants that otherwise you might not go to. Val, you are so full of shit. Take them to different restaurants. Open their minds up. Don't have, don't be around children who turn into adults who say water is nasty. Shit like that. You have a sleep. you know, Open their minds. I thank God every day that my parents, I know I'm far from motherfucking perfect, but boy, you can take me anywhere and I can acclimate any culture, race, any of that shit. I'm good because my parents taught me how to move. Telling y'all. But seriously, tonight has been fun with Val, starting everything off with her live. And then her coming over here, discussing Jada and Will. Um, Neek giving her take on it. We live in a crazy world, crazy time. I know a lot of things with Will and Jada. People are just having their opinions. I have one. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. My only opinion about that whole thing She never should have married him. That's it. Never. When you know a shoe don't fit, you don't buy it. You go to a shoe store, you're trying on shoes. And if that one motherfucker don't fit, you might have to go a size up. And if that don't feel good, and you know you go one more size up, that shoe gonna be too big. It's gonna slide off your heel. So you don't buy it because that's a waste of money. There's nothing you can do to make a shoe fit. Yeah, you could probably put tissue at the toe. That's a temporary fix because that shoe gets worn. That's why you wait to find size. Will wasn't the fit for Jada, and Jada wasn't the fit for Will. I kind of feel like they were still very young. And a lot of times when you are young, you think that person is the fit for you, and they're actually not. Being human will make you not always think straight. I have sympathy and empathy for people. Hey, King, what's up, little bro? But at the end of the day, with Will and Jada, that should have never happened. She should never, if she knew this ain't what she wanted, leave it alone. That's it, that's all. And now we have two adult people who are writing books and putting all their shit out. Does it affect our lives in any way? No, it doesn't. And you all know I very rarely discuss anything about celebrities. But this is like in the forefront. Sounds like it's expensive. Yeah, yeah. I you know, um, it's just in the forefront, and a lot of people are like, "Well, why is she doing this?" And who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully, they find their happy medium. Whatever they've been doing since 2016 or whenever they legally separated, it has worked for them up until the point it hasn't worked. Excuse me. The children now seeing and hearing all this. Yeah, but guess what? Those kids seeing and hearing shit ain't no different than what kids, just regular 9 to 5 working parents, kids here. That's all I'm saying. I remember being a kid hearing some shit. Parents argue. Parents don't always make the best decisions, you know, but none of that shit would have happened if They never, if she said no, uh-uh. Nah, I'm not marrying you. I fuck with you. I like you. I don't want to marry you though. It's possible. It's possible to love someone, to want to, you know, do things with them, adult things, and not want to marry them. If it don't fit, don't fucking force it. I'm gonna download her book on my Audible, and I'm gonna listen to that shit, and I will report back to you all. You know what what she's saying. But I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. If I'm not feeling you like that, I'm not marrying you. Cause how my attitude is set up, it can be real fucked up. Uh-uh. I don't want you're gonna have some ups and downs in a marriage. You know, you might be down. It's how you motherfuckers get back up. How do they get back up from this? We got Will writing his book. He wrote his book. Then this shit about her and August Alsina came out. Then Will smacked Chris Rock. And now this. What y'all doing? Y'all got adult kids? Like for real. If you can make it work, make it work. But after all these years of not being together, I'm not seeing anything working. And yeah, someone said, Anik said earlier in the chat, it's cheaper to keep her. But at what cost? You motherfuckers ain't even really happy. Can you even regain happiness? Or was the happiness never really fucking there? These people are actors. They are thespians. Thespians. They act. If I don't like you, I fucking don't like you. It's possible to love someone and not like them. When it comes down to that marriage shit, I need to love and like you. You need both of those entering in. If I don't love and like you, there's a problem here, Houston. And you can start off loving and liking someone, then over time, it you all could be like ships in the night. But that's human. But you have to figure a rebuilding, how to rebuild it. They've been married probably longer than me. I don't see any hope. And y'all know I'm a real one of those keep hope alive ass bitches. But I don't see no hope in this. Jada needs to take her little tiny bald head ass on somewhere and live her best life how she want to. And Will need to do the motherfucking sign. The house that he built for her. And see, that's another thing. He built that house for her. He didn't want that house. He gave her a birthday party, I heard one year, where I guess like they traced her family and it was like in a movie theater and she didn't want that. You know, somewhere along the line that disconnect, it disconnected. You know, did he remind her too much that he was Will Smith? And I make more money than you? Because no woman want to hear that shit either. But there wouldn't have been a disconnect If she just said, nah, I ain't marrying you, B. I'm good. We can fuck. We can go out for dinner. But I ain't marrying you. You ain't my steez. You don't do it like that for me. People be weird as fuck. But all we can do is sit back and watch, y'all. And to be perfectly honest, I pray for Will and Jada. You know, I don't want to see any harm come to either one of them. They're human. But be realistic. Everybody gonna read that book and be like, what? You know, they could have kept that shit to themselves. Got a divorce and kept it fucking moving. He's still Will Smith and she's still Jada Pinkett and he's still gonna make more money than her. Even in spite of him smacking Chris Rock, which is very tacky. Hopefully he getting help for that. I don't know what's going on with them. I just be like, what? You know. Jada done changed ever since she cut all her hair off. You know, I don't know what did she say she had alopecia? Or Tupac had alopecia or something? I don't know. I don't know. But I thought people with alopecia, they lose their eyebrows too. You lose all your body hairs. It's something that's happening in your body that take away all your hair and shit. I don't know. Jada had hair. Jada was okay. I think going bald affects motherfuckers. I know it affects men. I think maybe it affects women too. Shit, I don't know. But I pray for them. They black. I'm seeing people talking about, well, they tried to come across like they were the perfect couple. And ooh, puppy bam, and ooh. Okay, and people, motherfuckers, just because they put something up, it was motherfuckers on social media running around talking about couples goals, and you don't even know what these couples really got going on. As my grandmother used to say, you don't know shit from Shinola. Those couples goals. Hmm. They're traveling. They're doing this. Couples goals, couples goals. Now, you know what couples goals you try to focus on? Your grandmama and your granddaddy's couples goals. The ones who were married for like 50 some years. Grandmama died, granddaddy died about 5, 6 years later. That's couples goals. This was. She said a lot of stuff that doesn't seem right. Yeah, Brad, she gonna say a bunch of shit that don't seem right. And when you grown and you know better, like you know better, and everybody else in my chat do, including the people in the bushes, you know when you smell bullshit. What did I read today? It was an article, and I wish I could quote it verbatim, but I can't. But I can give you a synopsis of what it said. It basically said, if you want a black person to know the truth, if you don't want a black person to know the truth, write a book. That's what it said. If you don't want a black person to know the truth, write a book. Hence saying black people really don't read books, which is untrue. But with Jada's book, we don't know what's true or false. We weren't there with those people. And we really can't go off of shit that the next person says. We don't know. I can tell you all about things that have happened in my life with people because I was there and I can speak on it. Only real thing I can speak on about Jada and Will, she should have never married him, ever. My mama couldn't have talked me into marrying him because I would have got greasy mouthed with my mama. You so concerned about me marrying him, you seem to like a motherfucker. Why don't you go marry him? I don't want to marry him. But you don't want to say no shit to your mama like that. But my ignorant ass would have. I ain't marrying that nigga. We fucking. The fuck? He do a few nice things for me. We fuck. No, I'm not marrying him. I don't like him like that. He ain't married material. Not to change the subject. Yeah, thank you. I found that on Facebook and screenshotted it and put it on Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Jada. I don't, but I do wish Jada the best. But shit, everybody don't need to know all that shit. That shit's crazy. Yeah, y'all been together this long and we didn't know. Why let us know now? Do we really need to know? Do we? No, we really don't. But we want to, and all we can do is see how this saga plays out. Hell, just said earlier tonight, I think Val said that they showed like Jada, I guess her books at her house, and Will was really happy, and I don't know. I like both of them. She a little different. I just cut my losses. Fuck all that shit. I couldn't do all that. I couldn't. It's too much. It's too much. It would probably be better if like they was divorced and they just showed up places. People knew they was divorced and they just showed up places together. Bring the family, united front, shit like that. But they ain't gotta be married. I wonder what the atmosphere is in that motherfucking house. Does it feel tense? You know? Hell, it'd be too much stress. I couldn't live life is stressful enough. But goddamn, that's too much. Ain't no bad looking woman. She just ain't got no hair. You know, Will, you know, he a decent looking dude. You know, I think his first wife was prettier. His first wife she was pretty. Because you could just tell like by his oldest son. That's a handsome kid. You know, everybody's genes just don't sometimes jive with one another. They look tense. Mhm. Motherfuckers' stomachs probably be bubbling and shit, and they be talking to themselves in their head like, doing in this room, can I stand this bitch? When you start thinking like that, don't put on no happy face with me. Motherfucker, you ain't fucking with me like that. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me know. Cause a bitch ain't never been in the business of keeping a nigga who don't want to be kept. Get the fuck on. But you're gonna have to give me half your shit. Give me what's duly entitled to me, and you take your shit and you go on about your motherfucking business. For real. You wanna talk some real shit when you gotta start. You've been married for a long time. You gotta start breaking assets down. Shit. And they didn't sign no prenuptial agreement. Boy, give that woman her cut and let her go on and you go live your best life. For real. Just to be, I've been unhappy in my marriage, you know, but then you gotta restructure, revamp, and then you gotta look at the overall picture. It's one thing to be unhappy with certain aspects of marriage. It's another thing to be miserable. And I think they're miserable. When you see a motherfucker in the morning and you looking at them like, I should kick you down these motherfucking stairs. That's miserable. You be, if you unhappy about something in your marriage, you figure out how to figure it out. See if you can get over it. But once you reach the misery stage, there's no getting over misery. Cut your motherfucking losses and take your motherfucking ass home. Hell, she don't want no more kids, I'm sure. But sometimes bitches be on some bullshit. Nah, I ain't gonna leave him. I leave him. He can go get somebody else pregnant. A man could get motherfuckers pregnant to the day he dies. If he can, you get too old, that wanker ain't working. But a man can get women pregnant forever. But when our time comes for our baby factory to stop, it's done. There's motherfucking women out here. I ain't leaving him so he can go get somebody else pregnant. Bitch, what the fuck do you give a fuck about? Why? Why you even care? You ain't got to be up in the middle of the night changing no goddamn diapers. Hell, did y'all see what Robert De Niro said? Robert De Niro is my favorite male actor. And I love me some Robert De Niro. Okay? Love Robert De Niro. He was like one of my first celebrity crushes. But this nigga 80 years old and got damn near a newborn baby. And it's been all over social media, excuse me, that he says he lets the mama do all the heavy lifting. Ergo, she getting up in the middle of the night. Ooh, excuse me. She changing diapers. She bathing the baby. Unless they have a nanny because they are wealthy. The mama do the heavy lifting. Why? Because Robert too old. He can put a baby off in you, but you can't rely on that nigga to change no diaper. He said that. Yes, he said that, Brett. He said that. If I can find the article, I'll send it to you, or you can Google it. Robert De Niro got a 6-month-old daughter. Oh, I got to belt y'all. Okay, he got a 6-month-old daughter, and the wife She probably, well, she ain't even his wife. She his baby mama. She got to do everything for the baby. Yeah, Robert De Niro just supposed to be a granddaddy. He just supposed to be sitting on the couch, talking to his agent, letting the baby crawl around, giving the baby a bottle. At Robert De Niro's age, you ain't gonna be walking around the house holding no baby. Your bones brittle. You older now. You be done trip, broke your hip, and hurt the baby. Get the fuck out of here. But she liked him and he liked her. They loved each other enough to, yes, to make a baby. To make a baby. You know, I loved Robert De Niro. I love young Robert De Niro. I love like 50-year-old Robert De Niro and younger Godfather Robert De Niro. Um, that's the Robert De Niro that I was in love with. Because I just thought he was just handsome. He's just so Italian. And then found out Robert De Niro only liked black women. He loved women of color. You know, I was like, oh man, Godfather, my favorite movie because I loved him in Taxi Driver. Always loved Robert De Niro. Hmm, just got a little chill. Sorry. Um, but Robert he too old. Like if I wasn't married and living in New York and I met Robert De Niro, I, I would like to be your companion. I ain't have no baby. My baby factory shut down. Let's enjoy older people shit. Going for walks, traveling, um, sitting around watching documentaries, talking shit. Not no babies. Nigga, you 80 years old. And he got this little bitty ass baby. She a pretty little girl. She probably only about 6 months old. Shit. Hell, I'd be too scared to fuck an 80-year-old man. I'd be like, damn, this motherfucker die, he gonna die on top of me. No. Shit, you get to a certain age. I talk dirty and shit, but shit, 80? You can't just have an 80-year-old man hunching on you like that. But you never know, they rich. She could have did artificial insemination. Who knows? But I'm not changing these diapers by myself. But then again, when you're wealthy, well, he is. I don't know what she is. He wealthy. You can have a nanny. Baby cry. Sue, can you please change the baby's diaper? Shit like that. But you want to be able to be hands on. You want the man that you had this baby with to change the diaper too. Nigga, I ain't trying to change. I ain't trying to be the only one changing no shitty ass diaper in the middle of the night when the baby done boo boo and the boo boo done went up his back. And now you gotta clean the bed and take the little mattress out and wipe it down and clean the baby and put fresh shit on, fresh sheets and fresh, little onesie on the baby for it to go to sleep. Then you gotta bottle feed the motherfucker so it can soothe it and go back. Man, I got 7 kids. I've been down that road. And it done happened to me at 3, 4 in the morning. And guess what? Both my husbands. Motherfucker got up and helped. I'm like, yo, this little motherfucker done shitty. But just change the diaper. No, he like shitted up his back. It's in his hair. I need a little help. While I clean the baby, you clean the bed and put some fresh sheets on it. Robert around here with a 6-month-old baby. I'm like, shut your mouth. When I first seen that, I had woke up in the morning. You know, I got a daily constitution. I get up in the morning, you know, I get up, I pray, I use the bathroom. I might use the bathroom, then pray. I get my coffee, put on my morning news. You know, I feed my animals. And I go get my coffee, go back to my bedroom with my cigarette. I light my candle, and I watch the news. And I get the news on so I can listen. And pick up my phone, and I start clearing notifications. And I remember I'm clearing my notifications, and it said Robert De Niro, and it said Robert De Niro D, and I thought it was gonna say dead. I'm like, yo, you better not tell me no motherfucking Robert De Niro done died. This ain't gonna be a good day. So I click on it. That shit said Robert De Niro dad again at 80 some years old. I'm like, what? Robert still fucking? I mean, I feel like you can still love women, but you still putting babies off the motherfuckers. And I remember I called Jay like, yo, some Robert De Niro had a baby. He was like, are you serious? With who? I was like, some lady, I don't know. He was like, well, at least the mother's young. And, we don't know when any of us are leaving this world, but damn it, I would want Robert De Niro to see the child to at least 8th grade. But Robert is older. Robert been around for a long time. You out here with young ones. But the one thing we do know is anything happen to him, the child ain't never gonna want for nothing. You know, these kids will get the residuals from every time the Godfather play. Anytime it come on cable or in syndication, where you can watch it on like TBS or something like that, you get money for that. Those royalty checks for a person like Robert De Niro, that shit's sick, sick. That's old money. But damn, the baby won't have his daddy around, you know. And if he does get, can stay a little bit longer, who you want to be able to take your kids to school. Rich people do take their kids to school. Somebody just drive the car that they in to take them to school, but they take them, But damn, Robert's a little bit old. God bless him. He's still out here sticking and moving. I was just like, well, damn. I'll be having a whole bunch of opinions about, like I said, celebrity shit. It just be like certain celebrity shit I see. I'll just be like, maybe I'll talk about it. Yeah, I won't. But Robert De Niro, yeah, I'll talk about that, and I'll say little, little taste of something about Jada and Will. Um, may God be with them. Hopefully, they figure they shit out. Shit, I ain't gonna tell her to leave him, and I wouldn't tell him to leave her. That's a decision that two adults need to make. But it's just weird. I don't like weird shit, but it's really not for me to like because I'm not there. And Will ain't paying none of our bills or nothing. Him or Jada. It's just interesting. The dynamics of relationships. What kind of dad could he really be at that age? Man, yeah, some people can get around good at that age, but I'm just like, When my grandparents got to be that old, they didn't even sleep in the same room. My grandmother had her room, my grandfather had his room. You know, that shit, and he's still around here hunching. I just, I don't like nothing old but my money, baby. That's it. An old $100 bill spend just like a brand new $100 bill. But damn it, just old, like an old man. Robert should stay married to Tukey and just been a regular old actor man. Just a regular old actor man. He out here making babies and 110 years old. I'm like, come on now. Like, what the fuck? And what's crazy is I have eggs frozen. I'll tell you that in a minute. I gotta pee again. Y'all know I'm drinking my beer. Excuse me. Okay, watch the camera. You're welcome. Oh shit. Can you do me a favor before you do that? Can you feed the guinea pigs and the chinchillas for me? Thanks. Hey, give them some hay and see if the chinchillas. Do they have any pumice stones over here? Oh, they're on top of the chinchilla cage. Give the chinchillas 2 pumice stones. You gotta just take a big ass handful. Look, take a big ass handful of oh, a big ass thing. Like this. They need to take this whole thing. Open those pumice stones. Um, Here, you're welcome. Just make sure you tomorrow I need those air conditioners out of here. Cut off that light. Thank you. I'm back. No, I was coming back and my guinea pig heard me and started making the crying sound for "Hey bitch, feed me." So, and my son wanted a cigarette, so it all worked out. But I'm telling him, give the chinchillas handful of hay. He's, dude, you're not rolling a joint. Grab a handful of hay and give it to him. But yeah, life is crazy. People are even crazier. But let's let's try to just, I don't know what's gonna happen with Will and Jada, but like I said, I am gonna stay prayerful for them. I'm gonna stay prayerful for Mr. De Niro and his very young baby. And I follow a lot of celebrity shit. Like this some little singing guy. I don't know who he is. What's his name? He getting divorced from his wife, and I'm just like, you know what it is, y'all. People want to say my cat water spilled a little. People want to say that Hollywood marriages don't last, and a lot of them don't. But guess what? Regular people marriages don't last either. Relationships are hard, you know. And you would think that these people with money and you can wake up tomorrow morning and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go buy this $10 million place. You don't bat an eye, and you can give your kids everything, experiences, culture, everything, and their marriages don't make it. And then you can have motherfucking Tyrone and Laquita, and they struggling. He got one of her friends pregnant, and they shit don't make it. I don't know, but I do wish and hope for the best for everyone. You know, you said you were going to speak about my frozen eggs. Yes, I have four. They're not frozen eggs. They're actually frozen embryos. So I actually really do have like four little frozen embryos that I have to pay once a year to keep on ice. Yeah, they're fertilized and everything. Um, Now if I wanted to, I could pay someone to carry my little babies. But I'm 52. My youngest child is in college. I have a lot of shit going on with my business. My shit is in the midst of being restructured. I got a shit ton of things going on. Do I really want to have to change diapers? Do I really want to have to take somebody to school? What, honey? What? My cat's just standing here. She's demanding to be petted. Watch this. Wait a minute. What, honey? Huh? You love me so much. You love me. Huh? You're just using me for my hands. I love you. You're my girl. You're my girl. We're gonna go to bed soon. Okay. Okay. Go sit down. I'm sorry. That's my, but yeah, okay, I need you to go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. Ugh, she loves me so much. Okay, I'm trying to pick you up. What is that? Is that your titty? I'm sorry. um, I got my I got my eggs frozen years ago. Um, because I knew that I was going to be getting my tubes tied because my doctor told me you have given birth to a nation. and you can't have no more babies because it might kill you. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to die, but I love having babies. No. And he was like, yeah. So they were able to harvest for my eggs, and my eggs fertilized, and they're sitting somewhere. I don't know if they're at Northwestern Hospital or do they keep them like at some sort of freezer place. I don't know. But what? Come here. You can't just be doing it. What do you want? Hmm? Mwah. I love you so much. Here, go over there and sit down and wait for me. You have to wait. It rubs the lotion on its body. It does this whenever it's told. Yeah, I did that because I was just like, well, my tube's gonna be tied. And I was just like, well, maybe one day we can get a surrogate. And now I just got these little eggs just sitting in there. Look, hell, I half asked me wanted to babysit. So, oh, I love you. Okay. So you just gonna sit down, just like that. I guess so. You know, so I'm like, what do I do with these eggs? They can last. They can stay frozen forever. You know, I'm at 52 years old. I'll be 53 in January. Do I really want to take the time to find a surrogate, have to pay her living expenses, her medical, just to have a baby? I want to be able to travel. I live across the street from an elementary school my kids used to go to, and I just remember how hectic it was when you have to really do everything for your kids. And I'm seriously considering just telling them, you all can, keep them for a couple who might want some, want an egg, but I don't want to pay for it anymore because I'm not having any more babies. It's time for me to have a grandchild, you know. That's right, honey. That's right. He just loves me so much. You love me? Yeah, yeah. I'm your mama. You don't want me to have no baby, do you? You'll be jealous. I don't want her to be jealous. Look at that. You'll be so jealous, wouldn't you? You would bite that baby. Yeah, so I guess I don't know. I gotta think about that. 'Cause we have been paying that bill. Maddie is 19. We've been paying that bill for 19 years. For four little fertilized pieces of me and my husband. He'll be 54 in January. I'll be 53. We don't need no kids. And I remember I told one of my friends, and that bitch was like, you would do some old shit like that. I'm like, well, I thought back then I might have wanted another one. But I got a baby. Mm, Callie. No, this is Canada. I'm sorry, Canada. The other cat's Callie. You know she not. But yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy that I even have these little eggs frozen. Okay, you're hurting my titty. Hold on. Good. Your nail. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to do all of that. That was very very dramatic. But yeah, so I just don't want to be an old parent. You know what I mean? I'm at a good age right now. Maddie's 19. She's the youngest. Um, my oldest child's like 33. I am not a grandmother, you know. And I'm kind of ready to be a grandmother. I'm kind of ready to be a grandmother. I think I would be an awesome grandmother. But I think my biggest thing, probably of me being a grandmother, is I would overstep my bounds. And I don't want to make my kids mad. But, children, excuse me, children don't come with owner's manuals. That's why they're grandparents, and I want to be able to do the things that were passed down to me from my mother and my grandmother for my grandbaby. And I want to have, I want my grandchild to have a healthy fear of me. And, I want to be able to go buy things like little Gucci shoes Louboutin makes little girl shoes, little baby Louboutin brand. Um, you know, take them to like to the Four Seasons or the Peninsula for high tea. Let them wear little white gloves and hats. Take them to the park. Push them on the swing. And teach that child to watch Law and Order. All my kids watch Law and Order. That's their favorite show. I have fucked all of them up successfully with that. And I would need to do the same to my grandchild. And you know, teach the child how to make cookies. But I will buy the already made dough, but I'll show them how to roll it out and things like that. And I would be the grandmother who just tells the kid like they're like, this kid is messing with me at school. And if I felt like my kids couldn't handle it, I'd be like, I'll go up to the school. I'll go up there and be like, hi, how are you? I'm Roxanne Johnson. Yeah, so I understand that this child, Jamal, is bothering my grandchild. I really don't want him to keep doing that. I think I would be an awesome grandmother. Very snooty, very bougie. But I would teach my grandchild class. So when I left here, my grandchild would be like, my grandmother, she was everything. You know, I want, I would want my grandchildren, to feel about me how I feel about like when I lost my grandparent. Yeah, you know, grandparents are awesome. I can't believe I don't have any grandkids. I be having friends. They be like, "You ain't got no grandkids." They be like, "All those boys, you ain't got no grandkids. They ain't pop nobody up." I be like, "Well, I got one married child now. Ace is married, but the the his wife, they had lost the little one. So they will try again. But I think I would be a good grandmother. I believe in spanking. I don't, time out is after you get you get popped on your legs and you go sit your ass down and don't get up. Do you hear me? That's time out. Maddie told me, well, when I have kids, mommy, I don't think I'm going to let you watch them because you believe in whooping kids. Okay, you going to want to go somewhere. You going to need someone to watch. But most kids have a healthy fear of me that they don't, kids don't really play with me like that. It's something in my face. Like, so this is what we're doing. See, when I notice when kids have parents who yell, stop it, stop it, sit down, don't do that, no, no, get out of there. When kids have parents who do that, they keep doing it. But when kids run into a motherfucker like me, and I'm not going to yell at you, you got to have the right nose flare ratio to teeth grit. That's all you got to do. People kill me when they think, man, look, I'm shocked I ain't got no grandkids, man. But I don't want my kid. I don't want my children just having no babies with no fucking randoms. Maddie told me the other day. Maddie was like, "Mommy," she's like, "I promise you, I'm not having no children with nobody until I get married, and I know I'm financially able to take care of them and give them everything." She's like, "I don't even want to go through all that baby mama shit. I went through that shit." But but then again, it really wasn't a problem, but it was. I should have did better, but I didn't. It's hot in the ass. But Maddie said she wasn't having no babies unless she was married. I'm like, thank you. You know, I told Ash since he going to the military, his daddy told him, don't get nobody pregnant. Don't get nobody pregnant. Don't come back with no soldier baby ass babies. Don't come back with no soldier baby ass babies. You gonna get some girl while you in the military. No, you go do what you need to do. You stack your money. You get out, and when the right one comes along, then you'll know. If you can't have insurance, medical, dental, and shit like that, they, don't have no kids. You want to be able to give them everything. You don't want to half-ass. So, but only time will tell y'all, cause y'all know as soon as I find out I'm having a grandbaby. Y'all know I'm gonna be on this motherfucker telling y'all. But I like little boys, little boy babies, because they just easier. You know, they're just easier to take care of, easier to dress. Little girl babies. There's just so many pretty expensive things for them. But God, fuck around and give me a good little girl. She just be so geared up. Mm, I'm just thinking about it. But when it happens, it happens. But if they don't want me to babysit, I'm cool with that too. Maddie talked that shit about, I just feel like talking to a child and da 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 da, you know, that's gonna work. Maddie's good, like with my god kids, like when they come over and whatnot, when she would be at home. And she's like, no, just sit down. But see, they ain't her kids. Wait until she have her own kids. And you you think they in their bedroom and they done went and stuck their whole hand in the sugar container and it spilled and there's sugar all over your floor. or they went to get some juice and all the juice spilled out, or like little kids do weird shit, like put toys down the toilet and shit like that. Like what was you thinking? You can't just get it out. You gotta call somebody who gotta come in and move the toilet to go down. No. You just cost me $400. I'm going to whoop your motherfucking ass. Because I told you to go sit in your room. Especially when they're at the age where they know they shouldn't do it. Like if you like 2 years old, 3 years old, even 4. Now 5 is kindergarten age. I'm gonna tear your ass up. But like at those other ages, no, no, no. They know it. But if they test you, you just gotta pop them on their little hands or legs. I don't believe in beating no kids. How Maddie made it seem, she was just like, I wouldn't want you to babysit me. I'm like, oh, sorry. I was slightly offended. I was like, offended. But when she get her own, she'll want me to do everything. She already told me, when I have my own child, you're gonna have to come live with me for the first 6 months. Oh, so see, you want a nanny? Mm-mm. Because if I come there and stay with you, I'm gonna imprint on that child. Another tiny me in the world. But yeah, yeah. With you guys, I'm gonna let my phone finish charging. I'm gonna finish my gusto. I'm gonna go get in my bed and finish listening to my book, Trust No Bitch 3. Um, and God willing, get up in the morning and chillax. Don't, might go do laundry. Not, I don't know, but I would like to thank everybody that was here. Sophisticated Brat, thank you so much. Just want to, and that's why I love my chats be small. My country girl Queena, thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Little brother, official King Pain, thank you for stopping by. And if you laugh, I'll be over there to show you some love too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Little big sister Evangelist Val, you had a beautiful live earlier. Thank you for coming over here, talking a little shit and swallowing spit with your sister. Appreciate you, my dear. And I'll talk to you in the morning. Oh no, after you get back from your therapy. Just hit me. I'll be here. Some beautiful people in here. Neat Q. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all your input and everything. It was awesome. You are always welcomed over here. And your input is valued. Trust and believe that. Tierra Latrice Network, thank you so much, sweetie, for stopping by. Come back anytime, honey. And I will be following you this evening. If I don't already follow you, I believe I do. But I have to stop into your house more often. And you are more than welcome to come over here. Miss Nina Supreme, thank you so much. Um, Thank you for showing up. Your presence is always welcomed. Motherfucker, motherfucker. Derek, thank you so much, Derek, for stopping by. I really love you, and thank you for telling me that my hair looked really good and I had on a whole bonnet. You just pumped the old girl's head up. Thank you so much, D. Appreciate you. My cat got some cat hair in my nose. Nerd father, thank you. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you to my replay gang. If you guys see this, thank you for watching later on down the line. Please hit the like button. Thank you to anybody who was in my bushes. Your presence was felt, even though you didn't interact, I just hope you were polite and you hit the like button. Don't be tacky. Um, Thank you guys so much. You all rock real hard in the lady lounge. And I think I have something to talk about tomorrow. Shit. Good night, good night, good night. And I'm getting ready to peruse the streets, finish my beer, and go to bed. Ciao.